But hi, we've watched Giant Bomb's playthrough of Tender Loving Care
yearly,
multiple times.
Yearly, we watch that thing.
But we know there's like more stupid shit in this game.
There's a lot of things they didn't take time to read or investigate or listen to because, of course, there's is a little more fast paced. But I want to have a deep dive on.
Yeah, I really want to look at the stuff and like the explorations stuff that they kind of skip over or only touch on.
Especially as a fan of Sam Barlow's, I want to see how this is definitely still exactly his stuff, despite him not being involved at all and claiming to have zero knowledge of this thing. It is incredibly a Sam Barlow-ass game that takes place in 1998?
I think the game came out in 98.
So 1 year before Silent Hill 1.
Yeah.
That's how I like determine years, by the way. It's like instead of BC and AD, it's like when did it come out in relation to Silent Hill 1?
I mean, that's kind of me in Metal Gear too, so.
No, it is not a Sam Barlow game. This is not Sam Barlow. This is a Sam Barlow ass game. He claims to have no knowledge of this game. He called it an interesting curio, but it's so much like his shit that when Giant Bomb played it, people actually tagged him. It was just like, hey, have you ever heard this game? It's super similar to Shattered Memories.
Yeah.
He's just like, never heard of it. An interesting curio. Like a snob.
So, yeah, this is a real goofy FMV game.
It is a Lifetime movie that you play.
Yeah, so this actually came out again later in the year 2000, I believe, and it was a playable DVD. Because this was a PC game originally.
Which makes sense, because the format that you'll see this game is in is very much like a big, complicated DVD menu. This
game is full of nobodies except for John Hurt.
Mm-hmm. He's real. He's a real actor.
What I enjoy about this is like it was listing like, featuring the acclaimed British actor and two-time Oscar nominee John Hurt, Midnight Express, Elephant Man, Contact, V for Vendetta. I was like, was there a different V for Vendetta from before '98 that John Hurt was in? No, they updated this game to mention that he was in V for Vendetta.
Also, I want to backtrack here. You are about to experience a fantasy quite unlike anything you've ever seen or felt before. A fantasy built from the very stuff of your own mind. Psychological profile warning. Tender Loving Care is not just a finely crafted suspense story. It is an exploration into your innermost perceptions, opinions, and attitudes. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Saying that. It is not just a finely crafted suspense story. It's got some other garbage in there. The stuff of your own mind. The stuff of your own mind. I love mind fantasy. It's my favorite kind of fantasy.
But yeah, people involved with the 11th Hour and 7th Guest worked on this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, right, I forgot they also made a version of this game that works on like tablets and stuff.
Aha, neat.
So, yeah.
This game will psychologically profile your ass.
There's not much actually how you play this game, although I do want to mention that there's this thing you do frequently called TATs.
TATs. What do they stand for, though? It's on a different page, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on a different page, I believe.
Oh, personality profile.
Yeah, they do personality profiles, too, but where do they say what the TAT is?
Thematic apperception test.
Thematic apperception test.
What the fuck does that mean? Apperception. Okay, apperception is the mental process by which a person makes sense of an idea by assimilating it to the body of ideas he or she already possesses. A fully conscious perception.
Oh boy.
That is some fancy words.
And also, when you pause the game, they call it a reality check. Like, ooh, man, I've been in this heavy stuff for too long. Whoa. I need a reality check. Whoa. This isn't real, but it feels like
Bring me back to Earth.
Yeah. I do enjoy the music that plays on the start screen here.
I like it though, yeah.
It, for some reason, reminds me of...
Soothing.
It sounds like the very beginning of a song from the first StarCraft when you're first building like a Terran base.
I wouldn't know. I've never played StarCraft.
It reminds me of that a little.
Yeah, it's Shattered Memories, the movie.
Yeah, this game is extremely...
Except it changes who is in therapy right now. And it's way more sexy. Oh,
this game's really horny. I'm definitely
game is outrageously horny.
I don't think we're not going to get to it on tonight's stream because the game's too long. But when these get uploaded to YouTube and later parts we play through the whole thing, I am absolutely going to have to blur out like a bunch of boobs. and there's like one softcore like sex scene that I'm just gonna have to switch back to the Cold Steel sword video instead.
Yeah. There's a clip of Betty Page in this.
There's a clip of Betty Page.
Her rocking her titties back and forth.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You can see her bush, man. It's all in there.
Yeah.
This is what if Sam Barlow were around for this, he would have been like, "Oh my God, you're my soul warrior. Whoever made this, you are on the same level as me."
Yeah, I feel like we should start
now.
Should also mention that different parts of this game have different volume levels, so I might have to go and adjust the volume at certain points of this. Also, sorry, there are no subtitles for this game.
No, there ain't. There just ain't.
A real bummer.
It was before subtitles were invented. It was 1998. Stop dyeing your hair. We all know. Everyone's got an Ethan McManus haircut in this because it's 1998 and I love it.
Yeah. What was I doing here again?
I love this part of the valley. But as the saying goes, looks can indeed be deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
This place is for sale now. Nobody's buying. Not after what happened here.
The incident. The sexy incidents.
It's troubling because no one really knows just what did happen.
The question of who is he talking to, you're going to ask yourself that question a lot of times in this.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Turner, by the way.
Hi.
I'm a psychiatrist.
Did we agree to meet here, or was I already here and it's just a coincidence?
I think you're a ghost. I don't know.
But it's as much a mystery to me as it is to anyone else.
And I was there, so I'm really confused. I was an alien. Did you know that?
A fresh eye and an uncluttered view. And maybe together we can reassemble the happenings and get a better understanding of what took place.
Anybody just take this workload off me. Pick anyone off the street. Are you trying to rob the place? I don't care.
Why did you
figure out this puzzle?
Why did you drive here, John Hurt?
Were you going in the house? He didn't go.
No, he just went off to the garage or something. I wonder if they have a weed whacker in there. I just don't know.
Oh, by the way, because this is just a bunch of movie files and it's just like loading up like a video player, you can just like go down here and fucking scrub around.
Can you believe it?
Oh, I can change volume here if fans are being too loud. If it's too quiet though, I can't do shit about that. I'll have to go in the other room.
This intro is super funny because it's mad like dramatic opera bullshit.
Yeah.
John Hurt.
Literally everyone else in this is a nobody. Probably like the biggest roles one or two of the other actors in this thing had was like being a character for like 1 or 2 episodes in like 90210
or like General Hospital
or General Hospital. That's the other thing.
Really 90s ass shit. I think the wife in this was a 1 episode girlfriend of Jerry Seinfeld. I'm like super sure.
She just has that vibe to her.
No, she's like really familiar to me. I don't know which. It might have been Dolores.
Sorry, I'm looking in the chat. Redux is asking, wait, these are just video files? Could you replace this with Hotel Mario cutscenes?
Trying to make sense of the plot then, bitch.
Okay.
Yo.
I'll after we're done streaming, I'm gonna check and see if these are just like individual movie files or if they're like in a big, if they're like all packaged together in one file or something. It's harder to rip them and replace them. I would be very curious though.
Yeah, I think the wife in this is Dolores from Seinfeld. Or, I don't know if it's Dolores or if it's the other lady who had the really fantastic boobs that he thought were fake. And the last thing she says is, they're real and they're spectacular.
Uh-huh.
Mulva? Yeah, it might be Mulva. Mulva.
How many of these actors were random aliens in Star Trek? Strangely enough, none of these people really give me that vibe. None of the.
I could.
You know, he could be a random.
No, yeah,
what alien would he be though?
Oh, he would be anything but a Romulan, or a Vulcan.
Yeah.
Or a Ferengi.
He'd be a Klingon. He'd be a Cardassian.
He'd be a human in the background or something.
No. He'd be a Cardassian.
Oh. He's
Right?
not evil enough.
Or not a Cardassian. What's the name of the...
She loves it. Oh,
We'll get back to
Yeah,
this.
she certainly does.
Yeah, he'd be Janeway's one episode love interest.
Project.
Yeah, that's
What's it
it.
gonna be this time?
It's a sweater for
sock?
Jody.
Thought so. It's her favorite color.
Yes, it is.
Allison, do you remember the nurse we discussed?
The nurse for Jody.
Yeah,
Michael, I told you I can take care of Jody myself.
I know, but Dr. Turner thinks it would be best if we just...
Michael, please.
Oh, Bajoran. He would definitely be a Bajoran.
Bajoran.
Aw, that is it.
That's what I meant.
That is
We
it.
both want, isn't it? What's best for Jody? Allison? Isn't it?
One of the actresses, Marie Caldare, was in a Voyager episode, apparently.
Huh.
Good. The nurse is coming today.
Today?
Yes, her name is Mrs. Randolph.
That makes me do an anime take.
Is she gonna live here with us?
For a while.
I love that he made this executive decision.
I'm hiring a nurse and she's gonna live with us.
Jody's not gonna like her.
I think she'll be very helpful. And then maybe I can get back to work.
And leave us here alone with her?
Let's just give it a chance, okay? Let's see what happens. Allison,
This gets my jammies in a twist.
okay?
My old-timey jammies.
I gotta take the chamber pot out. We'll discuss this later.
Need to clean the spittoon, too.
Look, he brought you breakfast in bed, girl. Get back in bed. Eat that breakfast. I love this. I love this. Yep, computer, and it's for
Hey, the wine cabinet's right outside of his
Nothing!
job.
nothing. Image, just like a scene of him at the computer for no reason. Tender music for some reason. Yeah, his job is just generic computer man.
Boop. You know, even though they don't say, at least I don't think in this game they say like what his actual job is. For some reason, he always struck me as like, oh, I'm an architect. I think that's just because I have a bias from like Heavy Rain.
Yeah, yeah.
$50 fare from the airport.
Lady, it's 25 miles. $2 a mile.
That sounds right, though.
Yes. Am I being overcharged?
I'll take care of it.
Looks like I just psychologically manipulated you into paying my cab fare.
See some piece of work.
I wouldn't tip him. He doesn't deserve it.
That stance. I love that stance.
Thanks for your trouble.
I wish I could do that stance once in my life and pull it off.
Good luck.
Michael Overton.
Don't look like a Michael to me.
Look like an Overton. This is the part where you introduce yourself, is the joke from Giant Bomb.
You're very young.
I expect you to do me the decent courtesy of also introducing yourself.
Excellent.
But you disagree?
I just expected someone with more...
I expected a Mrs. Doubtfire type person. Okay, you got
I've been
me.
a psychiatric nurse for 6 years, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist.
I'm sorry. You just don't look like a Mrs. Randolph to me. I was expecting an older person, maybe a semi-retired
Kind
widow or
of Scottish, cross-dressing type
If in
guy.
your opinion I'm unsuitable, then I'll leave.
something. No, I don't.
On the other hand, if I don't fit your image of a Mrs. Randolph, then why don't you just call me Catherine and let's get on with it?
Can I call you Mrs. Catherine?
Okay, Catherine. Let me show you your room.
How about Nurse something? There's Nurse Catherine. Nurse, what's her face? Last name? I already forgot it. Randolph.
Randolph.
Nurse Randolph. Why not that? Foreshadowing. The stairwell will become very dramatic later. Look forward to it.
At the end of the hall.
I'm not looking up your very short skirt at all.
Why would I do that?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I got a guy, I got a wife, and I got a invisible kid. Foreshadowing. Those windows, we'll see some shit later.
It'll do.
last year. It's my parents' place. I inherited it after my father died
Wow, I don't care.
When was that?
a couple of years ago.
I see. I'm looking forward to meeting your wife,
She thinks you're here to take care of our daughter.
Jody.
Yes. Jody.
Can you turn down the sultriness by like 6
Of course.
degrees?
She's only 6.
I'd like to change first.
Put this down to 92 degrees.
No, but I brought one in this case.
Oh, by the way, content warning for not treating mental illness well. It's the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be downstairs in the living room if you need us.
I'm just gonna go get a book to cover my boner. I gotta carry a lot of books. So many books. Some of them are downstairs and need to be upstairs. Some of them upstairs and need to be downstairs.
Yeah, I gotta carry him.
I wonder why Michael was so taken aback with Catherine's appearance.
Is it interesting, John Hurt, or is it boring?
Interesting. Did you think he had a boner?
How many books do you think he would need to carry to hide that boner?
Now, what does that say about Michael? Or does it say anything? Now, there are some other
Are these a bunch of empty questions that mean nothing?
I'd appreciate it if you take the time to express your opinion about some of the things.
Oh, you don't want to know my opinion. They're all bad.
A few simple questions.
Not used to being asked.
Now,
my
do you
opinion.
prefer subs or dubs?
I don't keep a diary because I'm afraid somebody might read it and find out what kind of person I am.
No, I just think keeping a diary is like too annoying to do.
Yeah, I don't have the discipline to keep a diary.
I kept a
Twitter is my diary.
I kept a diary when I was like 7 years old.
Yeah, I saw it and it was absolutely precious because you started every entry with "Dear Journal."
Yeah, because I fucking watched Doug, and that's
Today,
what Doug does.
Patty Mayonnaise looked at me.
Roger was mean to me.
It was all that. Like, I'm not kidding, chat. It
Yeah.
was all
Well, I
Dear
mean, hey,
Diary.
I even-
Today,
we-
blah blah blah.
I even read that one entry on last year's or the year before's Gexter Life.
Yeah, it was about like.
Yeah, I was writing
Yeah,
fan fiction about Gex.
Gex fanfiction.
There was a great reptilian war or something, and he was a fucking general in it. And I wrote 2 pages worth, and I stopped.
Yeah, I read it and I found out what kind of person you were.
About an important issue with.
For me, I need a reason to change my. I need to be
Yeah.
told like why the other person is right.
Yeah.
I need some research.
Yeah.
For me.
How did you feel when Catherine began undressing?
Amused
in
at
front
all
of
times. This whole thing is amusing. I don't know about you.
Settling.
Were you a little totally? It's okay, you can
No.
admit it.
Two 90s for me.
That's my
I
mom.
like to watch people doing intimate things.
I'm not Sam Barlow, so I disagree. I am uncomfortable by it.
I feel like there should be like 3 other options here. Like
Only
a lot
on
of the-
Fridays.
a lot of the time, a lot of the times when they ask questions, there's more to this than the options you're giving me.
Yeah, there's
Like-
nuance here. Too bad there's only it's a binary or trinary.
Like also this
choice.
is this is a question like when porn on the internet was just starting up. So this makes it sound a lot more like do you like to look through peepholes when people are
I like to look in the windows.
Yeah.
I may do something slightly dangerous if I'm in the mood.
Oh, he said slightly dangerous. It's not written there, but he said slightly. Yeah, baby.
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
I gotta keep my
That's a personal
keeping my cards close to my chest here. I can't let anybody know.
personal question, John Hurt.
Yeah.
I am generally a good person.
Everyone thinks that.
There
about
should be a
themselves.
third option. It's just like, and the H's like trail off the side of the screen here.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is good sex to a marriage's success?
I don't remember this
I
question.
don't remember. I think they randomly generated.
I don't remember this question from
No.
when we watched Giant Bomb play
This question never showed up in the Giant Bomb one. Have we already been psychologically profiled?
Oh, fuck. It got us.
How? It's random. How important is good sex to a marriage? Is that? I think like 5 to 6.
Yeah.
I think in the middle. I think it's not the most important thing. It's not the least important thing. It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
How much faith have you in psychiatry?
Some. Yeah.
I've never been to a psychiatrist, so
I've never
don't
been
have,
to a psychiatrist.
I don't have much experience to really say, but like some.
We're trying to sort it out. Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Oh, the phone.
Okay.
Phone.
So, sorry, the phone, I think the phone and the radio, the audio that plays from them is louder, so we'll see. And like I might be able to turn it down from here.
Let's find out.
Possible.
Let's find out. I wonder if it's gonna be different. Can you imagine?
Oh, shit.
We've only seen Tender Loving Care being played by Giant Bomb. We don't know if there's different things in it.
Mm-hmm.
That would drive me fucking wild if there was, because that's fucking Shatter Memories.
Yeah.
Dwang.
No, this is the same.
Hi.
I'm Randy Vixen. Welcome to 1900 Hot Licks. Get ready for the call of your life.
Oh,
you
baby.
have chosen fantasy number 17. Naughty.
I'm horny McSexy Body. Hello. Am I sultry enough for you?
Yes, hello. I'd like to make an appointment. I've got like a growth on the side of my. What?
I have legs like a Barbie doll, but my hair is fiery red and curly. I long to be kissed, and my full breasts are just aching to get out of this so tight.
They're gonna blow.
I like how she enunciated breasts.
Breasts.
I thought you would. Now it's time for
your sponge bath.
Why don't you sit up? Oh, that's good. Now I'm going to have to take off your gown. There we go.
Oops, I ripped it.
Look at those shoulders. You must work out. And oh, that's some scar. I like a man with scars. Now, just
What?
lie there and relax. I need to wring out this sponge. Oh, doesn't that sponge feel cool and
Doctor,
clean
help!
and touch your skin? I'm washing your chest.
I bet you are.
Your stomach and oh my, what have we here? Looks like I've got more and more to clean every minute. Does that feel good? Oh yes, yes, it feels so good. It feels so good. Oh, my! More soap. There we go. Oh, it's so slippery and warm. You're going to be the cleanest patient in the entire wing. Oh. You're so hot. I think you've got a little fever. I can feel the heat coming right off your body. Oops. I dropped the sponge.
I cannot. So like we've never heard this whole thing because like Giant Bomb just
pause
like.
it.
Hold
I can't.
on while I put on a rubber glove. Oh, do you like that?
That's a fucking sound effect from Ren and Stimpy.
Relax.
You like that pun?
Almost done. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh. Clean as a whistle. You're my most favorite.
Thanks.
Tomorrow night.
Nothing hornier.
Do I get a trophy?
Nothing hornier than a slide whistle, the chat says. Here's my boner sproing going.
God damn it.
That like wood springing noise boing
Yeah.
going. Yeah, we've never heard the full
Never heard that
audio
full
of this
thing.
because they backed out because they were cowards.
I was surprised it went. I thought it was about to end like 5 seconds later.
I had a feeling that we had barely scraped the surface of how stupid that was,
man.
and I was right.
All right. Well,
Oh yeah.
the things I'm not looking forward to is reading things.
I don't want that woman here. What does Michael think he's dong? Never listens to me.
It does look like Dong.
He never listens to me. That woman isn't going to touch her because we don't need any help. The AIDS nurses, they always stick that needle in so hard, so fast. This won't hurt a bit. Liars. After the accident, when I went not to intensive care unit where they were keeping Jody and a nurse was there wiping the blood off Jody's face, she wasn't cleaning her gently. She was rubbing hard with an awful hospital face cloth, all rough and starched, as if Jody couldn't feel it, and I screamed at that nurse. I said that rubbing so hard would hurt Jody's skin.
Wait, let's stop for a second. I hate this shit.
I hate it. I hate this shit too. And the nurse, she just looked at me with this stupid expression like I was crazy or something, and I pushed her out of the way. Jody is scared at night because she's having nightmares like me, and in her nightmares, mommy and daddy were killed, and she's all alone. So I sit on her bed, and I told her, and I tell her that everything is all right, but I can't help feeling this horrible feeling, this terrible feeling that something isn't right, that something is lurking outside like a prowler, that scary feeling you get when you think that something's under the bed or in the closet, something bad is going to happen.
I really hate this shit because, like, this whole game, like, it's like every 90s psychological thriller where it has no idea what mental health is.
No, absolutely. It's just a circus. It's a sideshow.
Yeah, it's just a sideshow to gawk at. And also, I just hate the fucking thing of, like, oh, they're not mentally well, so they write all
like
scratchy
serial
they write
killer.
like a diabolical serial killer or something. Like, it's so fucking bad. Anyways, let's get a palate cleanser by listening to the old-timey radio.
Oh yeah, we got one of these in here.
And also, who writes in all caps?
Yeah.
Have you caught the Dr. Betty show yet? She's smart, wise, witty, tough, and fun. She may even be just a little bit psychic.
Just a little bit psychic.
She's a wife and a mother with a PhD degree in family matters and human relationship analysis. Dr. Betty will challenge, confront, delight, and even frighten you.
Oh, I can't wait to be frightened.
Always wanted the sister you missed out on and the wife you can't have.
I can't have this wife. I want this wife.
PRB every day at noon. Dr. Betty's the prescription.
K-perp.
Doctor forgot to give you.
Oh man.
Is that it? It doesn't do nothing. That's
it.
I thought you exited out too quick. There might have been a something.
Well, I can't
there.
skip through.
You can't? I thought you could skip through all these things.
It's only video files. It's not the audio. Can't.
You caught the Dr. Betty show yet?
Well, just wait till the end. I really want to know if there's something after this. I feel like you exited out real fast.
Okay.
It's short. It's only like 15 seconds left.
Sure.
Relationship analysis. Dr. Betty will challenge, confront, delight,
and even scare you.
She's the mother you always wanted, the sister you
and the wife you can't have.
The sister you missed out on.
Ugh. What does that mean?
Every day at noon. Dr. Betty's the prescription your regular doctor forgot to give you.
Oops. I'm a dumbass. I forgot to give you this prescription. Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
You owe me, and I told you so.
I told you so.
There you go.
My gamer sense was tingling, and I knew it was time to leave.
Savor it, baby.
Okay.
Got a perfectly valid I told you so on me.
Oh, boy. Okay, where do we want to go first? We're in the master bedroom right now, I believe.
Let's just work our way down. Let's go to the bath. Let's go to Catherine's room.
Let's go to the bath. By the way, going from room to room is rad because you have these absurdly long fly-throughs of the house.
Whee! Here I go. Whoosh. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. You got your Valium over here and stuff.
Yeah, straight up is just Valium.
It literally is.
Yep.
It's the only psychological medicine on the market at the time.
It's
was
Valium.
Valium. Hey, you don't want to look at the magazine?
Magazine? All right, there's the magazine.
Yeah, we didn't get to read it on the Giant Bomb one. I want to know what's in this fucking thing. I want to read it. You should read this one. I read the last thing.
Oh, good. I get to read the erotic art one.
Yeah, baby. It's the 4-foot penis.
Oh, right.
I think you can click on it to zoom in or something.
No, you have to go right to... Oh, man. All right.
All right. Good luck, honey.
Here's a bunch of good things I'm about to say that you can probably take out of context because there's no background music or anything.
Enjoy.
Me saying sex a lot. It is not sex. Despite what your eyes think they see, this book is not about sex or sexuality, sex organs, or the sexual act itself. Despite what the images may stir somewhere deep within you, despite whatever images may come to your mind as you flip through these pages, that's not what this book is about. It goes much deeper. It explores a place within us all where sensual impulses simmer unseen, a space within our hearts and minds where we collect visions and sounds and textures and threads and weave them together to create something beautiful. Kingdom Hearts! Or monstrous, or wondrous, and horrifying. It is a place before and beyond sex that we visit often but seldom see. I can't wait until we get to sex 2. It has been said that all art is erotic, that every sketch, every painting, every poem flows from these sensual impulses. True art takes us to the private places within ourselves and stimulates us in ways we may not understand. It is as if we recognize a rhythm from our dreams or our nightmares and choose to either close our eyes or stand unblinking in awe. Let us turn the page if you choose and listen carefully.
So you're saying that sex
That's it.
is death. It's a leap into the void.
God damn it.
The tiger in space?
All this shit overlaps way too hard. Like, the inspirations for this game and Sam Barlow's
It is
stuff.
too coincidental. There is no way.
No, I can buy that he didn't interact with these people. I mean, maybe he played this game and he liked it.
I think he played this and he forgot he
I think
played
they
it.
just have very similar inspirations, because there's a bunch of dumb shit like this in the 90s. It was kind of a hot thing, right? There's like a bunch of stupid psychological thrillers. It was actually just an excuse for people to have raunchy sex.
Yes, but not quite. Like, there's too much. There's too many coincidences. I don't really buy it all the way. Like, it's too much.
By the way, during these exploration bits, sometimes you can run into the characters in certain rooms. In Catherine's room, I believe, is where the
she's
nurse
in there. Yeah, Catherine's
is.
in there.
And it's going to get real weird in a second.
Because she can see us.
Yeah.
Why?
After a brief informal meeting, Michael appears as described. A more current, thorough description of Michael is forthcoming. Scheduled interview with Allison will take place next. Who are you? And what are you doing in my room? Oh.
You ready for this?
Oh, wait a minute, I see. You're the, viewer, right? I didn't realize you could just sneak.
Are you gonna fuck me? Is this like a first-person view? Is this one of those fan fictions where the reader is the person getting shipped?
You're probably gonna snoop around my room, aren't you?
I see you like to play psychological thriller games.
Oh well. You probably won't find anything too incriminating. I hope.
I'm going to do a trick. Put your controller on your penis. Okay, there's the laptop. Yeah, the drawer too. All right, there's 2 things.
Oh, hello. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the witchcraft book.
I wish this game had any supernatural bullshit in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's read this thing. I work naked during the Festival of New Beginnings and Rebirth, Bride Day, or Imbolge as it is called. Clothes impede my freedom. This is my most fertile time. It is a time of inspiration, poetry, romance, ecstasy, and sexual union. If I'm not partnered or committed to a relationship, my sexual energy and imagery become driven. While sexuality is sacred to the witch, sexual pleasure is the true divine celebration of life during Bride Day. Bride Day peaks during the spring equinox when the young one, the horned one, breaks the chains of winter. Old horny. The devil!
Ah, that's me, old horny.
Boy, it's me,
It's me, old horny.
What's going on, sweet cheeks? It's me, the devil, old horny. Like the witch's goddess is filled with the sacred force of the sacred life force with desire. He becomes passionate, a pure earthiness. Oh, your dick is so earthy right now. It's like a mushroom.
There's a bit of tennis balls in there too.
Or a beet or something.
I don't know why I did fucking choose goose as the old horny's voice.
Old horny.
It's me, old horny.
As beast and part man, Pan the goat man, his sexuality is transcendent, part of the dance of life. The witch as goddess and the horned god are together untamed, fierce, free. Nothing can stop them during Imbolge. When desire breaks free after being dormant through the winter, light your candles to cast the spell of love, romance, and sexual desire in others.
Oh, man.
All right, light your candles, everybody. Okay, Deborah, you got your candle lit? Okay, we're praising the horned one here. All right, you're good?
Okay. I thought his name was Old Horny. Is that different?
Oh, this is you.
Oh, good.
Torment.
Torment. Son, you weep each evening until your eyes turn red. Then, drowning in the sea, you are taken to an early death. Do we have some, like, bongos or... But you are risen again, light to the dark world, fresh from sleep each morning, the proud and conquering hero. If only death gives birth to life, if only torment brings serenity, then how grateful am I that nature has brought such torment. Like, beatniks aren't even a fucking thing anymore.
No, they're not a thing.
Were beatniks ever real?
Were they real? I don't
feel
know.
like it was just a thing on TV and movies.
I think it was it was like a Simpsons joke. It's not real.
Yeah. Got to go to Snopes and see if they debunk beatniks as a thing. Anyways, here's an audio log.
It's really awful audio. I'm sorry in advance. I remember this one being nasty to listen to because it's like they're in a car.
What is this one?
She's in a car, and it's just like vroom the whole time in the background.
Oh.
And there's a cat, and it's just
Right.
it's clearly a man going meow in the background.
I thought you meant like that. There's like a content warning for this something. That just the audio itself is awful.
The audio is
yes.
terrible to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad.
Hi. I miss you. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get in touch. You wanted me to tell you what I'm doing with my life, but you know what a crummy letter writer I am, so I came up with the perfect solution. I'll just talk to you as if you were here and send you these tapes.
It's like Twin Peaks.
So
Wow.
I'm on my way to Southern Oregon. I'll be working on that case I was telling you about, the Overtons. Remember? Oh, it's okay, Tigger. Shh. Everything is okay. I'm taking Tigger to the kennel. He's not a happy cat.
Let's bring up the cat soundboard.
Look, he's happy now.
Remember when we came back from Hawaii? How pathetic and depressed he looked. And that was after only a week. Shh. Don't worry. There'll be lots of other kitties to play with. And I brought
Look
you
at the
special
road.
food and mousy toys.
Look at the road.
I'm driving to the airport. I'm feeling kind of sad. I guess I'm experiencing postpartum depression.
I gave birth to that cat from my own womb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Have to send them off to summer camp. I've been thinking about that a lot.
It's fine. The cat's driving.
Did the chat say that?
Yeah, thanks, thanks, Krabby. That was a good joke.
Most horrible thing in the world. I've arrived with the Overtons. It's on a farm in the middle of nowhere. And I just realized I forgot my organic shampoo. The room is okay. Nice and light. The bed leaves something to be desired. It's as hard as a hospital mattress. Is this boring you?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something more professional and nurse-like?
Something more sexy, please.
Talk about sponges.
Notes for Allison's official case study in medical documentation.
That really gets me going.
Sponges really get me going.
Can't deem it.
Scheduled interview with Allison will take place next.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That was
Great.
when we barged in on her.
All right.
I'm ready to read. Okay, Black House Publishing. Dear Amanda, it was great talking to you the other day. I'm quite enthused about starting on the book, especially after meeting you. Working at the Schneider Clinic, one of the most respected centers in the country for the treatment of sexual disorders,
Schneider Clinic
was a remarkable experience. I was intimately involved in the cases of dozens of fascinating patients. As you will see, however, sometimes the staff were just as interesting as the patients they were assigned to heal. Following is a brief outline of each chapter. Talk to you soon.
A little too gossip. I don't want to leave the whole computer.
Out. Leave all computer.
Back up.
The Rogue River Valley is truly beautiful. I was really enjoying the ride from the airport, relaxing in the back of a yellow cab, looking out at the forest-covered mountains surrounding the farmlands and the orchards when this jerk of a cab driver started coming on to me. He waited until we were on an isolated country road, and out of nowhere he said that he noticed I wasn't wearing a bra and was wondering if I had any panties on under that short little skirt. Charming. I ignored him and he got angry, and then he tried to overcharge me, which made me angry, and I arrived at the Overtons fuming. Michael Overton was stationed outside to greet me when the cab pulled into the drive. I was so angry with the driver that I could hardly see. As the cab pulled away, I calmed down and was finally able to focus on Michael. He's not what I expected. I should have anticipated this. I knew
God, this
that
part is so long.
Allison was married, but I hadn't really considered that her husband might present a problem. From everything Turner's told me, Michael's been forced into the role of caretaker for a woman who's become less a wife and another child.
His hair's real dumb.
It's so dumb. But I was caught off guard. The way he looked at me, watching his eyes wander over my breasts and hips,
Jesus Christ,
filled me with
man.
an unexpected rush of excitement. Part of me wanted to encourage those eyes, but the better part had sense enough to shut the door. I have to watch myself. This case is too important, too rich an opportunity.
Diary.txt, save to desktop. Keep laptop on with no password.
No password. What's the is there more? To risk losing it over an attraction of my patient's husband. One of the benefits of becoming a therapist is not having to wear those damn uniforms anymore, but here I go, off to meet Allison in my Florence Nightingale disguise.
Oh, all the characters are so bad.
They're so horny and stupid and crazy. Just like every Sam Barlow game.
John Hurt, come back.
John Hurt, I miss
I like you.
I guess let's go downstairs.
Yep.
Whoop. I got the hot drink song in my head.
Glide.
Scoot on down them stairs. I love that fat cow portrait.
It's a good portrait of a fat cow.
I like that fat cow a lot.
All right, so we have to look at...
You have to look at the thing.
Where is the thing?
It's there.
Here?
Oh, you can't...
Can't click on it yet. I think it's in a later chapter.
Maybe later we can look at that. It's the best book ever written.
It's the best book ever written that was made up for this game, because when you Google it, all it comes up is this game.
Mm-hmm. You have to read all Michael's garbage now.
Yeah, I do, because it's just how it is.
It is. Oh, this is my resume, though.
Yep. I mean, it's
just she started out as a shiatsu massage idiot and became an actual nurse.
Master of nursing.
Yeah. Wait, it goes back in time. Wait, what the fuck? 88, 90, 92, 93. Her most recent thing was being a shiatsu massage person. She started as a nurse.
95.
And 95, she was a massage institute person.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's kind of funny.
Huh.
Oh, she was in a sorority. Sigma Theta Tau.
Good.
Side chapter.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Lack of orgasm, erection problems, premature ejaculation, painful intercourse. You got it. I'll diagnose it, baby.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Self-mutilation. We're getting all dark and shit.
Anyways, let's get on the internet. Let me dial on to my favorite bulletin board.
Zombocom.
Yeah, Zombocom. It's the night before Mrs. Randolph is to arrive. This evening at dusk, the trees stood so still. To the right, across the field, I saw the dark mountains against the purple night sky. I heard a crow, and maybe this guy's a failed writer.
In the distance, a dog is barking.
It's so lonely out here. We haven't made love since the accident. We used to have such a great sex life. We were totally in tune with each other's needs and desires, gentle and loving with each other.
We were sick nasty, baby.
Oh, no, I don't... God.
Oh, my God, no!
Do I have to read this
Yes.
part? God damn it. Now, Allison is untouchable like a dream. She has returned to some previous state of innocence. I swear, if a rapist walked into the house, Allison would offer him milk and cookies? I knew that I couldn't handle the situation with Jody on my own. I finally convinced Allison to let somebody come and help us. Dr. Turner found a specialist named Mrs. Randolph. I hope that she knows what she's doing. I hope that she can help. A family was killed in a car accident yesterday. A whole family. Mom, dad, 2 kids. I was worried that Allison might find the article. She never reads the paper, though. She doesn't listen to the radio either. Christ, she doesn't even watch TV.
What does she do?
What? Yeah, she just
sits and stares as like a comatose weirdo.
Did she eat that breakfast you give her? Picturesque Be-Fast?
Be-Fast.
Dr. Turner told me I should keep a journal. He said I have a lot of anger about the accident. Anger is just one of the emotions that I'm feeling. I could have given him a whole fucking list of feelings.
F-bomb.
Helplessness. There's a good one. And fear. I don't know. Maybe he's right. There are things that have happened to me that I've wanted to tell someone about. Things that I've kept secret for too long. Things I've never even told Allison. I closed those memories off. Shut the door on them. But I can still hear them. I feel like when, like, a shorthand of, like, trying to get real dramatic is when people just start talking in sentence fragments. And it really bothers me.
Yeah.
It's like I'm living in an apartment with thin walls. My memories are noisy neighbors who just won't shut up.
And that's a really great allegory, you dickhead.
I forget about one of the most important feelings I have. It's constant, like a toothache. The word deserves a whole line to itself. Desire. Or maybe it's just pure, excuse me. Or maybe it's just pure, excuse me. Or maybe it's just pure seething lust. I sleep with my wife every night. Lust. Jesus Christ, it just keeps going.
Desire.
Maybe this is why everyone skips this shit. But she's really not there. I see her walking around this house and it's like she's a ghost. I used to wonder what it would be like to go to prison. Now I know. I'm a prisoner here.
Being a prisoner, it's like not having sex with your wife. It's like I'm in prison.
I have a lot of time to myself. Maybe I should build model kits. And I've been thinking about the past. Often I find myself thinking about sex. Should I watch anime? Could anyone blame me? One night in college, I had one of the most erotic experiences of my life. Some friends and I went to a bar. One of the girls brought her cousin who was visiting from another school. The cousin was this real knockout. I mean, drop dead gorgeous, and she was very sexual.
Oh, she's so sexual.
She was wearing this really flimsy skirt and no bra.
Whoa.
Dude, she told this amazing story about her trip to Europe that summer. She screwed this Italian guy in a train while the guy's girlfriend was asleep in the same compartment. Bro, she said it was the most passionate or erotic adventure she'd ever had.
She's a liar.
Well, after a while, we were all pretty drunk, and I made up a story, too. A lot more people showed up at our table, so the cousin playfully sat in my lap to make room for someone. Then we fucked right there. As she was sitting there, she started grinding her ass onto my lap. It was so subtle, no one could tell.
Yeah, right.
Shut the fuck up.
No one could tell. I'm so
Nobody could tell she was doing it, but it was driving me crazy.
I'm sure.
Then she looked over her shoulder and gave me this incredibly lusty look. This dude's never had sex.
No.
Slowly, she hiked her skirt up in the back. I realized that she wasn't wearing any underwear. I couldn't believe it. She eased down my zipper and shut up. You're posting this to Reddit.
This is
all of a sudden, I was fucking this girl in front of everybody.
Fake.
No, but fake. Nobody had any idea what we were doing.
Oh yeah, no fucking clue.
We were doing it while eating spaghetti.
Okay, like, can you imagine this actually happening? Imagine the visuals of being around the table with a bunch of people, this lady sitting on his lap, and her them just what? Not moving? Just slipping a dick in and being completely motionless, and that's sex? Is that what they're doing? Nobody had any idea it was happening.
The sex was unbelievable. It felt so dangerous and thrilling. We barely said 2 sentences to each other that whole night, and afterwards I never saw her again. So you can't ask me what her name is, or whoa. Uh-oh. Whoa. I didn't... You can scroll the game?
What the fuck?
Huh? Let's get out of here. I hate this
2 weeks later, I found out I had chlamydia. Damn, John Hurt, chill.
You're home.
Fake. That did not happen.
What's over here?
That super did not happen. Shut the fuck up, Michael. Shrink in the clink. Cops came. Doc used couch for more than counseling. The cops. ...
Oh my god.
God.
You can, oh my fucking god. Are you kidding me? I don't want to read this whole thing.
Let's skim it. It's just like fucking near-death experience with a weed whacker? What the fuck? Vital appendage. Horrible event made her suffer post-traumatic stress disorder. Mia was having nightmares. She wouldn't leave the house. She was so depressed that she couldn't even cook or clean or do her makeup, which is all a woman's good for. Her world become a living hell. My poor husband didn't know what to do with me, said my mama.
I can't.
A former beauty pageant runner-up and mother until he had.
Can we zoom and enhance this JPEG somehow, please?
A post-traumatic stress disorder specialist. We had a wait about him. I liked him. It's like he had special powers.
Dr. Roland Luther. Slender bearded man, sinister smile, also known as Old Horny.
Mia came home from one of the hypnosis treatments and realized her underwear was on backwards. It was quite a shock, said Mia. I couldn't believe it. I was always very careful about putting the tag on the inside and not the outside. It's almost like a horrible thing happened to me. This is such a joke for the writers. Guy was slick.
Yeah, hypnotism. He hypnotizes
Victims
people.
tell all. The betrayal, the violation, the heartache.
Oh man, I also love how much
he fondled, molested, cuddled, and persuaded into actual intercourse. Wow.
Man, the 90s also really loved hypnotism.
Sexy.
And not even just like media. I mean, like, fucking, like, the
It's
cops.
rape.
The cops would use hypnotism and, like, investigations and shit.
like psychics and stuff.
And psychics.
What the fuck was wrong with the 90s?
Yeah,
That's
what
rape.
are these placemats?
That is definitely like a photo of like a car crash or something.
What are these? I wish I could look at these. I wish this was missed and I could click on those.
Fat cow.
The fat cow is really good. His head is too small for his
He
body.
soothes me. Looking at that fat cow, I feel like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
There's also the pamphlet on the counter.
All right, there's the pamphlet too.
The photos of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. Rogue Valley. There you go.
Oh, by the way, someone earlier in the chat, like 10 minutes ago or something, was asking if we got a fix for Virtual Nightclub. I'll have to double check because it's been a very long time. But yes, after we did that first stream over a year ago, I think, of Virtual Nightclub, a fan who, whenever we stream the game next, I will look up their name again, actually sent me a different Windows 98 virtualization that runs the game at the correct speed, or at least much closer to the correct speed, so that the puzzles are actually beatable. So that's probably a thing we should get back to.
Thank you to that person.
Yeah, thank you. I will thank you by name.
Let me look you up. Sorry, buddy.
Dan. Oh, wait, there's one thing here.
Oh, what's this? What this? It's another magazine about sex? Oh, it's modern psychology.
Oh,
Boring.
boy.
Oh, it's him!
Look.
Anything to
Wait.
do with Cecil Ten.
The virtual TAT.
The virtual TAT. You've always been on the cutting edge of psychiatric treatment. I remember in the 60s you were one of the first medical doctors to seriously study Eastern mysticism to try to utilize meditation and holistic medicine in your therapy.
Oh, I'm Cecil Turner.
You're Cecil, because you're a guy, so you'll do the guy voice.
Okay. Yes, as a child, I was always fascinated by mysticism. In college, I became an avid reader of Hermann Hesse. His books, especially Journey to the East, inspired me to go to India and study with a yoga teacher.
You're
My voice is
pure.
getting
It's
different.
good, though. You're kind of getting a little stir-fry at the end,
Getting a
though.
little stir-fry.
A little bit stir-fry, am I?
Yes, it depends.
Your peers must have thought you were a little crazy.
Let's just say they made a lot of curry jokes.
Wow, that's racist. And now you're into the internet.
Yes, thank you. I have been called racist in the past, and I own up to that. I've always been interested in computers. I signed up for BowieNet, did you know?
BowieNet.
Always knew they would have a huge impact on our world society.
Oh, and here's Nighthawks by Hopper, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a great webpage for your institute.
It's a fantastic forum, the web, a great way to get to share one's ideas.
Do you have online patients?
Not yet. But now there are these things called synthespians? Synthespians? What am I talking about? Synthetic actors. I wouldn't be surprised if someday there are synthetic psychiatrists.
Pseudo-psychiatrists?
Raises my eyebrow. Oh, I've known dozens of them already.
So, tell me about this new project you're working on.
The virtual... Let me do a second take of that. You're not recording. Okay. The virtual tat.
Oh, yes.
Well, the original TAT, or thematic apperception test, was invented in the mid-30s by Morgan and Murray. It was called a method for investigating fantasy, a method for eliciting story constructions from patients which are susceptible to interpretation by the psychiatrist.
Whoa.
2 A's. Whoa.
Oh, can I have the layman's version of that for our less informed readers?
Everyone-
In English, please,
Yeah,
Professor.
Yes. In English, please, I can do. Terribly sorry. The patient is shown an image and asked to tell a story based on what he sees.
So, how is this different from a Rorschach test?
It's even more made up. Oh, it's very different. With a Rorschach, the patient is asked to describe what they see. I see a rat. I see the devil. I see the horny one, etc. ad nauseum. But with a tat, they are asked to tell a tale. The tat is much richer, much deeper. The responses are much more intricate.
This is such a good stir-fry impression. I
Thanks.
remember a famous TAT image, a child playing a violin. Was that the Funya-Rimpa?
What?
Remember from 999? the Funyarimpa image.
Oh, yes, that's anime game I've been playing in my Nintendo DS, of course. Yes.
The anime game, the Funyarimpa.
Good example. A drawing of a little boy. Have you heard of the morphogenetic field? A drawing of a little boy with a violin. A Rorschach response for this image would be the same for everyone. I see a little boy with a violin. That's it. There is nothing more. This voice kind of hurts my throat.
I'm sorry.
But the TAT responses are extraordinarily different and compelling because they mean nothing. For example, the boy is sad. He wishes he could play baseball with the other kids. Or the boy loves daydreaming about being a concert violinist. Or even the boy hates his mother for making him play the violin. Very telling, that response.
Why is storytelling so important? Tell me, Sam Barlow. Why is
that person over there? Do you see that behind you? My God, that's a haunted person.
That's not supposed to be in this article. I'm sorry, Mr. Turner, Dr. Turner.
Well, since it's here, tell me what you see.
Well, I think that is a lady and a jealous grandma, I guess.
Okay, well, that's, you're wrong. Well, anyways, we tell stories to ourselves every day. When we drift off into daydreams or fantasies, we are living our little plays in our minds. With what?
Our little plays in our minds.
Let me tell you about the syntho actors again, whatever the fuck. Where was I? Oh, yes, with ourselves as the protagonists or heroes. Simply put, the TAT is a brilliant way of finding out what people are thinking on an unconscious level, how they view the world, how they see themselves in this world, and that is how we gain insight in treating the many ills which plague the human mind.
So, what is the virtual TAT?
Oh, jeez, the virtual TAT or VTAT. Computer people love acronyms.
Oh, they do.
It's something that I am developing with a CD-ROM game company here in the Rogue Valley.
What the fuck? Is this a meta-narrative about how we're playing the game right now?
It's a way people could experience a version of thematic apperception tests in their own homes.
Is he the game developer?
That is
John
me.
Hurt the game developer?
On the side, I am a game developer. I need money for my new game.
There he is.
It's called Indigo Prophecy.
How does it work?
Well, you start off in the subject is shown a series of images or objects. An image might be a well-known painting, for instance. You're familiar with Edward Hopper's splendidly moody painting Nighthawks?
The 40s diner at night.
Yes. It's a painting fraught with subtext. The empty street, the little man sitting at the counter, the young woman in a bright red dress, the man next to her with the rakish fedora?
Yeah, sure.
We instantly ask ourselves, who are these people? What are they doing here?
That's one of my favorite things to do when I go to art galleries, make up stories about the people in the paintings.
That's nice. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a great interviewer like that.
Yes, you're doing a great job.
Usually
when that happens, one is projecting one's own fantasy life onto those paintings. The VTAT is the EVTAT, that is the electronic video, whatever the fuck I was saying, is based on this principle. We have created a pool of questions, an archetypal catalog, one might say, of responses people have of those images. So, back to the painting Nighthawks. We ask the subject, why is this man eating alone? And then we give them a set of responses to choose from.
To choose from?
Yes.
Like what are they choosing from?
They are choosing the man works nights. He's a hard worker.
What does that tell? What does that response tell you about the person who chose it?
Oh, lots of things. They choose a very normal sort of answer. They looked at this painting and saw the mundane.
Oh, they chose.
They chose. Yes, it's very good.
It could also mean that they're obsessed with work.
You're right, it's like this doesn't you could just say whatever you want and you get paid. You're not far off the mark. Obviously, work was the most prominent thought in their mind. Another one of the answers might be the man sitting alone is out contemplating suicide. Click.
I guess you don't
look
have...
at him.
Oh,
look at him over
look
there.
At that. Oh,
it's like he's looking at my electronic mouse cursor.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. And that little cherub, you can make him look at it too. What do you make of that?
Oh, there he goes.
Wow. I guess you don't have to have a PhD in psychiatry to interpret what that one means.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that the subject is suicidal. It may, however, point to a morose personality. By itself, this response isn't very significant, but taken with all the other answers, it builds a fairly complete profile of the subject.
You mean the computer's keeping track of all the responses and measuring them?
Oh, yes, the computer knows all. Each response is assigned to one of several character traits.
Oh, a character trait is like if somebody is depressed or a sex freak.
In the psychiatric vernacular, we would say that they're very horny. I mean, somebody is dissociated or displaying hedonic tendencies.
So if I chose a lot of responses which reflect the dissociated trait,
then the program, which we call V Turner, it has a name now, like a person?
Oh, is it him?
Then the program, which we call V Turner, integrates that trait into its overall analysis of the subject.
The subject actually gets a diagnosis.
Click.
Click.
It's not exactly a diagnosis. What the VTAT will do, this is a whole fucking paragraph.
Fucking God.
What the VTAT will do is reveal to the viewer a glimpse of the subconscious thought process. A comment might be to detect that the patient is disconnected from many normal day-to-day experiences, or it says that the patient feels as if they are standing outside themselves looking in. Most people don't even realize when they're thinking in a dissociated manner, or passively, or aggressively, or even paranoid for that matter. Although the VTAT is no substitute for true psychiatric analysis, and the tests and feedback are based on solid psychological and scientific principles, and should give the subject a reasonably accurate profile of his or her personality. Also, I'm working on a different program that tells you which Sonic the Hedgehog character you are.
Now that sounds like science.
It's also quite entertaining. Oh, sorry, I was going ahead of the script.
That sounds fascinating.
It's also quite entertaining.
Oh, entertaining.
It's like, yeah, sorry.
It's okay, you can calm down, doctor.
Oh
doctor.
boy, this is the longest interview I've ever given.
Just breathe a little bit. Breathe.
Psychiatrists have made the study of the mind boring, but it doesn't have to be that.
It could be boring in a Lifetime movie way, I understand. How about a video game where you act out your most secret fantasies?
We're working on it. We're gonna call it Meat and Fuck Kingdom.
Oh.
It's gonna be on Newgrounds.
Oh.
It also psychologically profiles.
This interview is over.
Oh, damn it.
Calm down, doctor. Calm down. Please get some water. I feel bad for you.
Can you get me some water?
I could. Are you psychologically profiling my willingness to do so?
Yep. That's what the VTAT, known as V Turner, does.
V Turner VTAT. VTIT for VTAT.
Activate the VTAT.
The VTAT is unstable. Repeat, the VTAT is unstable.
Oh, jeez. Send in V Turner.
We're going critical, sir.
Damn it. Oh, by the way, if for some dumbass reason you want to actually play this piece of shit game, it's on Steam and it's on GOG. And it has been for a couple years now. I almost feel like this game came out on Steam because people watched the Giant Bomb playthrough and went, haha, this game's dumb.
I bet
and they thought, like, oh, there's some money in this.
I bet it did.
Oh, speaking of this dumb game that's obsessed with sex, and also Steam, obviously, like, Steam for a long time has had dumb porn games on it, but oh man.
Oh man.
I do not have the sex games blocked on Steam because I forget where the option is and it's, like, annoying to find. And also, I don't, like, look at the front page that much.
Sure, that's the reason.
Yes, of course. I'm looking for the latest Meat and Fuck releases. But I was looking at the front page a few days ago, and like there was some porn game there that had like a really funny name, and so we looked at it, and it was just straight up like hardcore like CG like source filmmaker porn.
Oh,
it was fucked up.
Wegward drew the sponge bath nerd.
No. Uh-oh.
And she has the slide whistle.
Oh, she's got the slide whistle. That's good.
Wow, that is really good. You got to put this in your video, honey.
She looks like diseased.
What time in the video is this? When did we start?
I don't know, but it's right before we just finished all the rooms and we're in the living room, so it's going to be easy to
Okay,
to do.
the living room is when this happened.
Can you just like write it down in a text document for me? Living room.
Okay.
That's what I do for you.
That's cool.
On your streams.
That's fine. Thanks for
First TAT will be given in
the hallway. Whoosh.
Sponge nurse.
All right, it's time to be profiled.
Profile me, baby.
Oh, we started a little more than an hour ago? Okay.
When you've completed
Fat for all
this
is
task,
posting something to
you will return to the story. Do you wish to proceed?
Oh no, Fat for all. This is awful. Oh no, I hate it.
Which Silent Hill is this?
This is Silent Hill 3, technically. Okay. You're an evil bastard. This is Silent Hill 3.
Oh man, that's fucked up. That's
That's awful. It's Alessa's room.
Yeah.
I hate it. Thank you.
Oh man.
Thanks, I hate it. Avril, what the fuck? Good font, by the way. Did a good job with the font.
All right, here we go.
What do you think the painter was feeling when he created this picture?
I read a whole article about it. I've been tainted. My opinion is not my own anymore.
Updating little text edit thing.
Yep, thank you.
Okay. Never apologize for art.
What do you think the painter was feeling when he created this picture? Content, because he liked it.
I don't know. Maybe Hopper liked it, or maybe he was a little sad. I don't know. Maybe he was just working on a deadline. I don't know.
Who knows? I'm gonna say content.
I don't know enough about Edward Hopper and his life. Let's say content.
Sure.
It's a nice scene.
If you were an animal living in the woods across the road, which of these creatures would you
This was
like
a
to be?
different question.
This is new. This is a different question than what Giant Bomb got.
With the same image, another Hopper image.
Oh, is it?
Is this
Did
man,
they use this image?
Yes.
I don't remember this.
Is this man married?
Oh, is this man
It was like,
married?
yes,
right.
no,
You're
widow,
right.
divorced, he's gay, actually.
Okay, they have multiple questions per thing. That's fun.
That's interesting.
If I were living across the road, what would I be? I would be a bear.
I would be a bear. That sounds fun. Or deer. I'd be a deer, maybe. I don't want to be a prey animal, though. It sounds, like, stressful.
I'm going to be a bear.
Or a dog. Dogs are, like, basically worshipped as gods. Being a dog would be great. Damn.
I'm a big dumbass bear that got stung by a lot of bees.
Mm-hmm.
Who is watching her?
Me. Technically, it's me. I'm watching her.
I don't know. The artist.
I think me is funny. Because technically it's true.
Well, I wonder if that'll change anything.
I don't know.
Probably not.
These two are...
Yeah, this was different too. It was funnier in Giant Bomb. I was like, what's the title of this? And it was like, this lady is begging this magician for a vision of the future.
Oh yeah. Oh, the muse.
Make me a woman.
Yeah, the muse talking to her or something. It was something like that.
These are actors.
These are actors.
At least once in my life,
yes,
I have felt as if I was living
Yep.
in an alternate reality.
An alternate. That's how you say that in British?
An alternate reality when I was a mannequin.
No, an alternate. An alternate reality.
Yeah.
Completely comprised of turnips.
In the funnel is...
In the funnel is...
Let's see.
Medicine soothing her sunburn. What the fuck?
I'm going to say...
I mean, it's a dolly, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like a dolly.
Yeah. I'm going to say blood putting life back into
I'm
the
going to say that
corpse.
to you.
Yeah.
It's cooler.
I have fantasized about having sex with a statue or a person in the painting.
No!
No.
No. I've never been to a museum and been like, nice.
Just saw David and going like, all right.
David, nice dick, buddy.
Yeah.
No.
The young couple are...
Yeah, this was the same one in the Giant Bomb one.
Yeah. I think they're standing in front of a mirror.
Yeah. It's a good painting. I love it.
I like that.
It's a great painting.
I would most like to see a painting in which...
This one was, I would like to put paint on a woman's body, and it was like, yes, no, very much.
Oh, yes, yeah. A psychological theme was illustrated through symbolism.
That one, baby, yeah.
What was that all about, honey? Anyways.
Allie, the nurse is here.
Wife activating what?
Something, Michael.
I said the nurse is here.
Oh,
She's very good.
is she?
She has excellent qualifications.
Yeah, I looked her up on the internet again after I hired her for some
Joe's
reason.
not gonna like her. She's gonna be afraid of her, and she's not gonna like her.
No, don't be a naysayer, okay? Here she is coming in like all glorious and sexy.
You gotta leave.
Hello, Allison.
Hello.
This is the nurse.
I'm Catherine.
The Norse is the Norse.
The Norse.
The Norse is followed by this orchestra. I don't know.
I am the Norse god of nursing. Norsk.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful house.
It was my family's farmhouse, but we don't do any
I was
farming anymore.
talking to your wife.
So, have you spent much time in the country before?
No, not really.
Well, you're in for quite an experience.
By the way, are these lamps on the side here built out of those old steel, like, milk jugs?
Ooh, country. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
This is the first time
That's
we've
some
had a
Crate and Barrel
stranger
shit. That's some
come
fucking
for
Pier
this.
1 bullshit right
Yeah.
I know
there.
exactly how you feel. When I was a little girl, we had to have a nurse live in our house to take care of my mother who had suffered a stroke. How horrible. Yes, but out of bad things, good things can come. That's what made me decide to become a nurse. I saw the tremendous good you can do for other people if they'll let you. We will. Won't we, Michael?
Sure.
Well, yes. Yes, of course we will.
I'm glad to hear that.
How much time does it take him to get that perfect center part right down his damn head?
Gotta really get a bandsaw and razor
It's like
it down.
surgical.
Mr. Overton?
Sure. If that's okay with you, honey.
Of course. It's all right, Michael.
Bye.
Got enough counter space?
I need a breakfast bar that goes for miles, baby.
You and Catherine finish your talk.
What if I want a really long sub? Where am I gonna put it?
It's one of those party subs. You ever had a party sub?
Yeah.
A really long sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a room, I suppose.
I love those things. That's how you know it's a party.
When you're real depressed and you just need a party sub for one.
That's called a Subway footlong, baby.
No, longer than that.
So how was
Whole
it?
counter.
How was what?
I swear she was one of Jerry Seinfeld's girlfriends.
Your talk with Catherine.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. So does that mean that you're happy that she's here?
Of course I'm happy, Michael. Why wouldn't I be happy to have professional help for Jody?
Okay, look.
But I thought... I mean...
She's too old for Jerry Seinfeld. Lol, true.
Oh boy. Whoa.
Whoa!
If this works out...
This is an edgy stream.
Whoosh. Things have always been bad in the world, huh?
I thought you had a problem with me leaving you.
Let me guess, Jody's super dead. Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Oh yeah.
She's incredibly not alive. She died in a car crash.
Yep.
Jody?
I won't.
Jody is their daughter, and she is hyper dead.
Yep. And yeah, when we were exploring earlier and we read his diary in the computers, he talked about like the newspaper had like an article about an entire family that died in a car crash, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad my wife didn't see that."
That would have been super triggering for her.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Well.
those pants on him, ew.
They ride up on him.
Crawling up his crotch.
They crawl up on him like he's.
I love this scene with the big spotlight coming out of her room. Look at my pointy boobies. Oh.
Wow. Oh, I forgot it happened so early.
I told you. You see her boobs really early.
Yeah.
I remembered the bobs.
Sorry. It's like a split second. It's not like the Twitch cops can find me now.
Bye, bitches.
I'm already running down the street. Can't catch me.
I was saying, I think there's going to be a scene where you're going to see the bobs.
I kept thinking about the other more egregious Bob scenes.
The more egregious bobs.
Those are later.
That's later. But it's going to come up so fast you're not even going to know what hit you. You're going to be like, oh no, you're going to be scrambling.
Just gonna get hit aside the head by a boob.
Yeah, it's true. And it won't be mine. It'll be hers.
I didn't hear you say goodnight to Jody.
It's because I was looking at them titties. I was too busy.
She's awake.
So happy I set up the floodlight there by the guest room.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I love how everyone here looks like a cheap porn star. Like
They do.
They just have like the physique.
Yeah.
Hi, Jody.
Good night, Jody. Have good dreams.
I honestly, if I were him, I might just be like, let's break up. Because this must be traumatic for him too.
Mm-hmm.
To have to say goodnight to his dead ass daughter every night. That sounds awful. I don't fuck no more. I'm a cold fish and there's something psychologically wrong with me.
Oh, I'm just a dude who needs to fuck to be a dude,
I'm a dude who needs to fuck and jerk off.
That was impressive. Immediately seemed to penetrate Allison's shell and make contact.
Was it?
Oh, penetrate my shell, baby.
God damn it.
She gained more of Allison's confidence in a few minutes than I did in 6 months.
Maybe I'm not very good at my job.
Oh, hell.
Maybe it's because she's a woman, though I prefer not to think in those terms. But God, she did look like an angel of mercy when she appeared in that white uniform, didn't she?
Excuse me?
It's as if it's a Sam Barlow game that's written slightly better.
Better?
Yeah.
I feel like this is like on
Slightly
par.
better because it's not as pretentious. I feel like it's a little more upfront.
this game is a little more upfront, not up his ass as much.
Yeah,
so.
it's not as pretentious as Sam Barlow
God has an
shit.
influence on my life.
Not at all, baby.
Yep.
Atheist up in her.
I mean, you could say every once in a while if it's just like not God himself, but like I don't know.
Oh, the universe is so lucky.
Huh?
The universe is so lucky, sort of thing.
No, I'm just saying that like, even if you don't think God is real, it's just like there's so many people affecting the world who do believe in God that technically in some way
they affect you.
they affect you.
No,
the belief in God is affecting you.
I don't think that's what it's asking.
Okay, sure.
My drives might be put in the following order. Strongest first.
I have a problem with this because I don't see video games in here at all.
Yeah, that's a big omission, honestly.
If it were correct, it would be video games, sleeping, feeding, self-pervasion, sex. I don't know.
I'd agree. So, given that video games is represented by the little blue dot, it's the third one,
It's the
right?
third
yeah.
Allison is a bad person because she is
No,
Oh,
shut up.
Did Catherine know Michael was watching? When she
How could she not with the giant bright fucking...
I'm gonna say fucking big yes on that.
Which of the following terms best describes the way Catherine appeared
Fucking
in her uniform?
stupid.
Dumb.
Where's-
Trying too hard.
Too hard. Pretentious. Powerful. She kind of walked in the room like she was a big bitch.
Yeah,
know?
I guess kind of commanding the room.
Yeah, commanding bitch.
I mean, there were only 2 other people in the room, so it's pretty easy to command, but...
Could have had a bad bitch. Just a little. Oh.
I mean, based on how everything is framed...
Based on what we know, because we've seen this game before, though, I feel like a lot of the rest of the game is like makes her shady from other things.
But also, it's just like the way everything is framed in this, it's just like so super obvious.
It's super obvious.
It's so in your face and obvious.
I have no opinion.
She has the subtlety of... Sorry, I'm on a real big Kingdom Hearts kick right now. I was going to say, Catherine has the subtlety of Xehanort.
What would Catherine's Organization 13 name be?
Oh, shit. What would it be?
Zathrink.
Zathrink? Zathrink.
Zathrink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zathrink works okay.
Zathrink. I know enough about Kingdom Hearts to do that.
I would trust the mental health of myself or a loved one to a psychiatrist.
Axe the Crin.
Huh?
Axe the Crin, says Fat for All.
Oh,
Axe the Crin.
Or Nithrax?
Nithrax. Thaxnir. Zyfkrath. Zemichlauk. Anixthric.
Anixthric.
That's hard to say.
I would trust the mental health of myself or loved one to a psychiatrist, sure.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Oh,
if
boy.
they need it, sure. Is the phone still sexy? Is anything
You can't click
different?
on the phone.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh,
Good.
God, I don't want to look at the diary again. Let's listen to the
I'll
radio.
read it. I'll read the diary. I'm kind of sticking to the lady voices for the most part.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Sharp.
Hi.
If you can't quite get your act together, if your issue is poor
This is my
self-image
Canyon
and
Mid
depression
Appreciation
combined with a mix
Station.
of self-pity, you need to read my new book. I Can't can't stand myself, 10 ways women can get a life. I was a single mother. I worked my way through college. I even managed to get a black belt in Taekwondo.
Good for you.
So don't try to tell me that you can't do it. Quit whining and get on track.
Fuck you.
A trip to your bookstore and a mere $24.95 could change your life. If I could personally come to your house to kick your butt, I would.
I'll slap you in the goddamn face, bitch.
So I wrote a butt kicker of a book. Buy it today and listen to my daily radio show.
I'll come and kick your ass, bitch.
I just scrolled up a chat just said, wow, this radio has incredible clarity for being a radio from when Woodrow Wilson was president.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I hope this diary is the same so we don't have to read any more of this shit. But it's definitely going to change.
Yep.
Oh, can you allow that?
Fuck you, Baltimore.
I need to go and change the privacy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go change the...
You got enough mods that people know what to do.
Yeah.
Remind me never get to jump to conclusions about a person, because from the first instant I met Mrs. Randolph, Catherine, I mean, I liked her because she has very kind eyes, nice hands, and she's dedicated to her job. She's got nice hands, baby.
Nice hands and dedicated to her job. That's a bonus.
I know that she wants Jodie to get better, not because Jodie is her patient, but because Catherine cares about life. Because she's a true caregiver, but I kind of get the feeling that Michael grates on Catherine's nerves and he's avoiding Jodie and he's avoiding her and it is hurting her feelings, so I have to tell him to say goodnight to her. Well, maybe he's afraid like me that something bad is going to happen and maybe he feels so guilty about the accident that he's ashamed when he sees her. I can't stand to have anyone touch me except Jodie, and of course not since the accident, so someone's touching me, trying to console me and hold me. It makes me sick and tense like nails on a chalkboard. But poor Michael wants to touch me, but I can't let him. I can't stand to feel his hands on my body. I can't stand it when he kisses me. Jodie's body is so light. She's so light that it almost feels as if she'll float away. And sometimes she stares into space with this vacant expression on her face.
My daughter's ghostly appearance.
As if she were seeing right through me, as if I wasn't really there. Well, today I was sitting on her bed. I began to weep. I was shaking and crying and I couldn't stop. Are you sad? I asked Jodie, and I told her that I was crying. Are you sad? Asked Jodie, and I told her I was crying because I was so happy that she was all right and she's never going anywhere without a seatbelt again. She'll never be hurt again. I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow. I'm so glad Catherine's here. Great. Cool. Nice.
All right. Time to glide on over to the bathroom.
No, that's where the tat is.
It won't start it though unless I click it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just want to see if there's anything new in the bathroom.
What's going on in the bathroom?
It's just like 10 more Valium bottles for no reason.
Really? Chugging them?
Pretty sure this is exactly the same.
Probably. Gosh, the fucking like toilet paper is so close to the...
Dude, yeah, if you accidentally like if you were changing it and you accidentally like popped the little roll it's on out, it would just slip right into the damn toilet.
And it's just like it's gonna be nudging you in the...
Wait, no. Nope.
It's just gonna be nudging you in the side.
Yeah. Yep. That's some Valium.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right.
That's what I thought was there. Hello? I saw your boobs at the window. You want to talk about this, or?
Hey, saw your boobs.
I saw your boobs.
Is this still witchcraft?
Oh, Tantra, baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's papyrus font, baby. Oh, the yoni and the lingam massage. Hell fucking yeah, baby.
Just like a foot on dick.
Foot on butt on dick.
Foot on butt and dick at the same time.
Wow, send me foot butt dick pics. Oh yeah, papyrus, baby. That's what gets me off. Yoni, pronounced yoni, is a Sanskrit word for the vagina. Loosely translated, it means sacred space or sacred temple. In Tantra, as these translations suggest, the yoni is regarded with love and deep respect. Lingam, pronounced lingam, is a Sanskrit word for penis. Again, loosely translated, it means the wand of light.
Whoa, fucking cool.
In Tantra, lingam is honored as an instrument of pleasure and a channel for creative energy.
I can fight the darkness.
The purpose of the yoni lingam massage is to provide that's just sex, idiot. Is to provide a context in which the receiver attains a high state of sexual arousal and experiences intense sexual pleasure. The giver experiences the joy of facilitating and witnessing that pleasure. The yoni lingam massages are an excellent way for lovers to build trust and intimacy. While orgasm is often a pleasant and welcome side effect of the yoni lingam massage, it's not the goal. Rather, the goal of the yoni lingam massage is simply pleasure. Neither partner is pressured to achieve anything, and both can therefore simply relax and enjoy getting your dick and yoni massaged. When orgasm does occur in this context, it's often more expansive, intense, and satisfying than with other kinds of sexual activity.
Cool. I miss the witchcraft book.
Yeah, me too. I miss Old Horny.
Yeah, where is he? All right.
The greenhouse.
Time for me to read some poetry. The greenhouse. I know you well, exotic plant. I share your greenhouse fate. Although the line shines all around us, this is not our home. And as the sun quickly escapes the brightness of day, so we who truly suffer wrap ourselves in the dark cloak of silence. In the quiet and ancient rustling in the darkened glass house, I see drops gathering at the edges of your leaves. Cool.
All right. There's that.
We got more audio logs. You know, I am surprised that there are no crystals.
So far?
Like...
There's somewhere gonna be a mention of a crystal.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I clicked off the game somehow. You saw my Metal Gear wallpaper. Fucking...
No crystals yet, though.
I just met with Allison.
God, she's hot.
Very disconcerting. She reminds me so much of Colette. The way Colette was when I first met her. Damaged goods. The diamond covered with mud. All that.
The diamond covered with mud!
When I sat down next to Allison and took her hand in mine, I felt my neck and chest become flushed. It's not just her appearance that's similar to Colette's. It's that look in her eyes. It's hard to describe it. At first they seem dull and lifeless, like the eyes of a corpse, but then just for an instant, you see a glimmer of life. You see her former personality. It's just the way she was before the accident. It's just fighting to get out. I can see that Allison's true self is warm and vibrant and sensual.
Sexy.
And I'm gonna help her get it back. I know. You're muttering, here we go again with the Mother Teresa complex.
I know, you're going, here we go again. You're gonna violate every code of ethics there is.
I'm drawn to wounded people.
I know.
We all know that Mother Teresa was a big slut that couldn't help herself. And that's what I'm doing again.
Excellent. And I really believe that we're here on this earth for a reason. My purpose in life is to help people get well. Michael and I had an immediate connection, the wrong kind of connection.
Frenemies.
I'll just have to be careful with him. And myself, too.
I'm aggressively bisexual, and I just can't help myself.
Also, yeah, somebody pointed this out in the chat. Why is the trackpad on her laptop off-center?
Oh, no, I hate those.
That's really bad. It's like they centered it with the space bar. That's bad. That's real bad. Oh, man. You know, I don't know if we need to read the thing that's called Hermaphrodite. They're going to be real shitty about that, aren't they?
Oh, but it's the 90s. This is a time capsule. I'm shaking. Allison looks shocking like Colette. I even thought for an instant she was Colette. That old dizzying burn. It's been ages since it last weakened my knees. Now it radiates out from the center of my body. I held Allison's hands as I sat beside her on the sofa, wanting and not wanting her to be Colette. I don't think they noticed how distracted I was. Allison, my heart goes out to her, and Michael. I couldn't see him, but I know he was out there, alone in the dark, waiting.
Wow.
Watching.
It was so obvious.
I ripped my bra off and I showed him my titties for 1 whole second, baby.
I thought the owls were looking. That was it. But, oh, what is this other thing? It's going to be real shitty.
A man brought his wife into the clinic after he found her on the kitchen floor during the middle of the night screaming and stabbing at her genitals with a knife. Okay, content warning for everything. She was a startlingly beautiful young woman, a fashion model who had recently returned home from working in Paris when she had been suffering a prolonged bout with walking pneumonia. The patient had to put in protective gear to protect her from hurting herself. The patient's family doctor revealed to Dr. Turner that she had been born as a girl, but during puberty, her hermaphroditic growth of a penis had occurred? Is that possible? Actual growth of male genitals on a normally developed female body is rare, but it does occur. Okay, I don't trust that sentence, but okay. At that time, surgery was performed to remove the unwanted organ, and she was given female hormones to counteract the testosterone invading her body. She was not, however, given extensive counseling. As a result, she was now suffering from psychosis. Dr. Turner believed that the ill health of the patient and the extensive traveling had increased the susceptibility to the occurrence of hallucinations. The phantom phallus was a manifestation of the childhood trauma.
My favorite Metal Gear game.
The phantom phallus. Oop. What the fuck is that shit?
Okay,
Who cares about that? That's not relevant to any fucking goddamn thing in this game.
Oh, but what
the fuck is that about?
Wait, TAT is going to...
what?
The test, you see, is going to...
what the fuck? That has nothing to do with any bullshit at all. Skip the walkthrough.
Okay, here we go.
Room. What the fuck?
Is that book here yet?
There we go. Finally.
Here comes the good book.
Finally.
If it'll go.
The highlight of this stream, the good book.
Hello. I had to click to make it go again.
The good book.
Hugging the shame boy.
The shame boy.
Whoa.
Arthur Merlin has been a therapist and guide for over 25 years. He's the author of I Walk Like a Man, The Underbelly of Paternal America, Travels in My Mind, The Big Book of Macrobiotic Desserts, and The Goofy Sophie, a children's spiritual primer. He raises Vicunus in Marin County with his wife and their 15 adopted children.
That's a Pokemon.
What the fuck is Vicunus?
The other day, a friend of mine, I'll call him John, phoned and asked me if I would like to get together for a cup of coffee. He told me that he was having some problems with his wife and he needed some help. I had been a licensed therapist and hitman. Therapist and family counselor for 25 years.
I got really excited for a second. Vicunus, by the way, are like little alpaca deer things.
Oh, okay.
They're cute.
They're Pokemon.
They're like llamas a little. Yeah.
And I could tell just by the tone of John's voice that he was in trouble. We met at a restaurant later that day. John walked up to the table and sat down with a big sigh. His expression had the shocked, dazed, blank, numb look I had seen on the faces of victims after a terrorist bombing.
I knew he was a shame boy as soon as I locked eyes with him.
Susan is leaving me, he said matter-of-factly and stared at the menu without blinking. That's too bad, I replied. How did this come about? She says that I don't know how to love her, he said as he chewed on a fingernail. She said she doesn't love me anymore. I asked him how he responded to this. I didn't know what to say, said John as he rubbed his forehead. I just didn't know what to say, so I just stood there. That made her even madder. She packed a suitcase and left me. John's reaction is typical of a lot of men. He was raised by a stern, stoic father who said things like, only sissies cry, and be a man, and keep a stiff upper lip, shame boy, and don't play with dolls, you look like a girl.
Shame on you, boy.
Yeah.
Shame boy.
John spent his entire childhood suppressing his emotions and feeling shame whether he felt pleasure or love. Even masturbate. Did they spell masturbation?
They spelled masturbation wrong!
Even masturbation was discouraged as a sinful, selfish act. John couldn't even love himself. John didn't want to go to the war in Vietnam, but his father shamed him into enlisting.
And this guy didn't jack off the whole time he was in Vietnam. I don't believe that.
When John came home from the war, his psyche was scarred and withered by that experience, but even then, he was shamed into suppressing his anger and fear. Shame is the legacy of our Puritan ancestors. Shame is the heritage of our fathers.
I want to know, is masturbation with an E? Is that like an alternate spelling? Is that a British spelling?
That might be an accepted spelling. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, Tell me about that shame boy.
Shame is the seed we will pass on to... I thought that said piss. Shame is the seed we will pass on to our sons if we do not break the cycle. The shame boy is the little voice inside of our heads that says, don't show emotion, don't give your love freely, don't look weak. In John's life, the shame boy had taken over his personality so completely that he appeared to be a callous, uncaring, cold man. In reality, John was a warm, loving, nurturing person. What I needed to do was show him how to turn the shame boy into the lover boy. Now, this is one step too far,
I'm so sad they didn't read this on Giant Bomb. This is even funnier than just the title.
The shame boy cannot be killed. The shame boy cannot be smothered. The shame boy has no weakness. The shame boy never goes to sleep. The shame boy must be hugged. The shame boy must be killed with silver bullets. By embracing the shame boy, it loses all power. It kills you in your sleep. Invades your nightmares. It struggles at first, like a child throwing a tantrum, but after a while, it realizes it is helpless to resist and is filled with love.
This is a book about toxic masculinity, but they are phrasing it real bad.
I gave John a mantra to repeat over and over again. Here's what I told him to say. I am a good boy. I am a happy boy. I am a lover boy.
I'm not a very good therapist.
He was instructed to sit in meditation for 1 hour every day and repeat the saying.
Oh.
Then I told him to stand naked in front of a full-length mirror and look at his body. He was encouraged to say, I am a beautiful man. I am a lovely man. I am a lover boy. Afterwards, he was told to go for a long walk and say something nice to every living thing he met, aka a love walk.
What the fuck?
After 2 weeks, John called me up again and told me he got arrested for being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, right?
Let's get together for coffee, he said. I've got some news. I met John at the same restaurant. When he walked up to the table, he looked like a different man. His eyes were bright. His skin had a healthy tone. He smiled like somebody had just given him a big, neat prize.
He's a lover boy now. Bitch.
Susan came back, he said with glee. We're going on a trip to Hawaii, sort of a second honeymoon. I asked him how this came about. I did everything that you told me to do, he replied. At first, I felt kind of silly, but then I really started to get into it. After a while, it was as if I could see the shame boy standing in the corner of the room, watching me while I was sleeping.
Somebody please draw the shame boy and make him incredibly spooky in the corner of the room.
To be honest, I imagine shame boy being salad fingers for some reason.
Yeah, that's a shame boy right there, salad fingers.
He had this real mean look on his face. He made fun of me. Then slowly, as if he couldn't resist, he started to smile. He started to go with me on my love walks.
What the fuck? You're hallucinating, dude.
Soon, he was right there beside me, skipping and laughing. We said good morning to everybody we met. We had conversations with homeless people.
Shame boy is a stand, says the chat.
We even spoke kindly to people we didn't really like. I remarked that this was quite a breakthrough. That's the least of it, said John. After 2 weeks of this, I met up with Susan. At first, she didn't even recognize me. When I told her I loved her, she practically fainted. Then we both cried together. She said it was a miracle. John started crying again, and I cried a little too.
Oh.
And there's more, said John. I visited all of my old girlfriends and ex-wives. I have 10 wives and 3 girlfriends
What the hell? Why does he have multiple ex-wives is my question.
I've started warm, caring, beautiful relationships with all of them again.
He got a lot. What? It's only been like a month.
Hold up. I asked him if these were sexual relationships. Well, at first they were just platonic, said John. But after a while, they started begging me for it. Man, it's fantastic. I'm actually having 7 simultaneous relationships. And all of them are warm, caring, and loving. I was joking about this.
You are back to being a shame boy right now, buddy. You went full circle and you're shame boy again.
I told him this was quite a feat. Thank you, said John. I owe you my life. Without you, I never would have hugged the shame boy. When John left the restaurant, I could see his lover boy walking beside him and holding his hand. It made me cry all over again.
What the fuck? What? Is this just a pickup artist book to hug the shame boy? It sounds like it's anti-toxic masculinity, but then it's like, nah, just fuck everybody, man.
I'm having sex with all my wives and girlfriends all at once, and they don't care.
I don't know if they know.
I'm radiating big shame boy energy, and they love it.
Big shame boy energy.
See, is this the same shit, or do you print something else out? No, this looks like the same. Yep. All right, time to look at his dumb diary. Time for me to read something.
Can't believe he printed out, like, her whole resume. I mean, I could read if you're tired.
No, I want to read this.
All right, good.
Mrs. Randolph arrived. I have to admit that she's nothing like I expected. First of all, she's very attractive and young. She did something really strange. She began unbuttoning the sheer blouse she was wearing.
So sheer.
I have to admit that I was turned on. She gave me this sexy look. I couldn't help glancing at her breasts. I had a sudden impulse to touch them.
My shame boy got a little rigid.
It made me feel manipulated, though, like she was toying with me.
I mean, she is.
Maybe she doesn't think about stuff like that since she's a nurse. They never have sex. When it seemed so inappropriate for a second, I had the notion of firing her on the spot. I don't know. Was she flirting with me? Teasing me? Oh, I'm yawning. It's so hard to tell.
It's so sexy.
Anyways, dear journal. I don't know if I like her. Every time I try to start up a conversation with her, she blew me off. Maybe she just wants to keep everything at a professional level, but I was hoping we would be working closely together to help Allie. While Mrs. Randolph was getting acquainted with Allison, I took a walk up in the hills. I hadn't been up there since before the accident. That's where I jerk off. It's such a relief to be able to leave her alone. I realized that I need to get away from the house more. Maybe now that the nurse is here, I can go back to work.
Jerking off in the woods sounds like a very soothing time.
It sounds awful to me. The other day, I had lunch with Leon. We went to this crappy Mexican place that he likes. He asked me when I was coming back to work, and I said that I didn't know. He told me about his niece, who was paralyzed from the neck down in a bicycle accident. What's this fan art?
Someone drew Shame Boy.
Oh, wow, that's the Shame Boy. There he is.
That's the Shame Boy. Thank you, Fat Dragon Quest. I gotta write down when this happened. Keep reading.
Sorry, I was looking at Shame Boy and trying to think of what he reminds me of. Everybody in his family was so hopeless and depressed. Everyone except his niece. She never gave up hope. It's been a struggle, but she's been going through physical therapy, and she's actually getting some feeling back. The doctors think she might walk again someday. He told me that I should be inspired by her story. He says that I should never give up hope. He also told me I need to rely on my friends. Well, he's not really my friend. He's my boss, just a guy to work with. I've really only had one really great friend in my life, Mark Sievers.
Sievers.
My best friend in high school. He was genuine natural. One of those, whatever that means, one of those guys who could do almost any sport without hardly trying. Mark was a daredevil, too.
He was a genuine natural. There, you accidentally a word in that sentence.
He would jump 20 feet out of a tree or ride a motorcycle full throttle down a dirt road at night, screaming like a maniac. Everybody at school loved him. They all had high hopes for Mark.
He died in a motorcycle accident, though. Too bad.
Oh, man, I'm yawning a lot. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm yawning a lot. I'm sorry.
It's not that late.
It's 11:19. He was sure to get an athletic scholarship to a good college. Mark and his family moved into the house across the woods the summer before my freshman year. I was sitting in my tree fort one day when Mark climbed up through the hole in the floor. He had some dirty magazines and a joint. Burp. I had never seen either one of these illicit things before.
Cool friend, dude.
Mark got away with everything. People instantly liked and trusted him. All the girls were in love with him, and he was incredibly lucky.
This is the protagonist from No Longer Human.
Yeah. He always won games or bets. He never lost a fight. Once he actually evaded the police on his motorcycle when they tried to give him a ticket. He took off cross country and they never caught him. This exploit became one of our high school legends. I can imagine now that I was jealous of him. He exuded confidence.
I can admit now.
He never seemed to struggle at anything. He always got what he wanted, but he was a great friend, the kind of guy who would never let you down. During our junior year, Mark's family had this German exchange student.
I can't wait. I can't wait until he takes advantage of this person who's almost certainly a lady.
Mark's family had this German exchange student come and live with them. She was beautiful, really tall and athletic, pretty face, blonde hair, sly, sexy smile. We both instantly fell in love with her, and her name was Susanna, and she exuded this powerful sexual aura.
Wow.
The girls at school seemed like little kids compared to her. I was so jealous that Mark had this amazing creature staying in his house. Shut up. He told me that he could smell her when he walked by her room at night. She didn't wear any perfume. It was just a scent of her. I need a beer. Oh, boy. I have to mention this. I was out on the side porch just now in the dark when Mrs. Randolph came to her window and stood
Randolph! I had to clutch my pearls. I saw her tits.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Mrs. Randolph. I can't believe it.
I have the vapors.
Oh, I'm fainting right here in the yard. I declare your boobage is out. Your bustiness and all that.
I could have gone inside, but I was curious. She knew I was watching her. She knew I was out there. And so she put on this show for me, sort of a display. What is she trying to prove? I can't stop thinking about her amazing body. Just knowing she's in the next room is going to make it difficult for me to sleep tonight. I can't deny that I'm attracted to her. I mean, I'm not dead.
I'm not
She's
dead.
very sexy and alluring. I want to know more about her. I hope that Allison never stumbles across this, and I wish I was a ghost so I could explore my house and read all the diaries that are here.
Woo!
Oh, man. This guy sucks. Everybody in this game sucks. Hush. I have to go to the kitchen now.
Goodness,
John Hurt?
John, come.
Wait, oh, Cecil. That's his name.
Cecil, stop it.
Is it ever pronounced Cecil?
I mean, it is, but no one says it. Oh, it's a shame boy. That's what he looks like.
I thought it'd be weird having someone new.
So I put on my Canadian tuxedo and came down here.
A lot more. I'm thinking about replacing her, but no, Allison shocked me.
I wish that was a Hieronymus Bosch in the background.
She was totally against the idea, and now she's acting like I don't know.
Am I in a bisexual love triangle? What's going on? I think that's what's happening.
I need to get to bed. Warm milk. It's supposed to help you sleep. I hope it works.
I should just jerk off, though, honestly. That always helps me sleep.
Oh, we want to drink all the milk! Oh, that's a good milk take.
Milk take.
Milk take. I want to see what's on this notepad, but you can't.
Oh, it's probably some sort of shame boy on there. I don't know.
It's probably some sort of shame boy. I'm pretty sure that pamphlet here is going to be the same thing.
Yeah, it looks the same every time, so...
Living room. Whoosh. I love it. Wow, nothing.
What?
Well,
really?
That's it. That's everything.
Concluded this
All right.
test. If this woman showed up at my house,
Yep.
I would
Ask her where she got the 4-foot long
It's the only answer.
That is the only answer.
It's the canonical answer.
She's kind of diddling herself there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Something going on there.
Sometimes I dream about death and sex.
Yes.
I mean,
that's me.
Together, like, or just.
I'm a Silent Hill fan. It leaks in.
I mean, sure.
These women are standing in.
See, the one Giant Bomb got was way funnier.
Oh yeah, it was a lot funnier than ours.
It was super funny. We got the least funny answers for these things.
Yeah.
It looks like it kind of looks like a theater, but
it does look a little like a. I mean, it's got this red curtain.
I mean, it's not a window of a castle.
No, it's not a private bath.
It's not a shop window.
It's not a shop window.
It's a brothel,
either a brothel
or a
theater. Balcony. Let's say a brothel.
Yeah, sure.
Who is this couple?
Mom and Dad.
That one's pretty funny. Catherine and Michael, come on.
Let's really fuck up the psychological inventory.
Say Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad.
Oh no.
Fuck it up.
Do animals have souls?
Not that one. that goose is fucking that lady. It is a lovely day in the English countryside. You're a horrible goose. I don't know. What is a soul, man?
Yeah, man.
That's probably Zeus. It's probably a Zeus
It's probably
goose.
Zeus. Yeah, you're right.
It's a Zeus goose.
Of course.
Sure.
She is going to kill herself because...
So the Giant Bomb got, what did you first see in this photo? Like the knife, the boobies, her face, her outfit.
I see the knife first, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's right in the center.
I see the knife first.
It's contrasting with the dark and the tone of her
Her
skin.
husband died in a battle. She's potion master. I need your finest potions. I'm going into battle.
Her child died of the plague.
Sure. Yeah.
During love play.
Love play?
Love play.
What's the most exciting? I love you. You're beautiful. Do me. I'm going to die.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Ah, I'm gonna die.
Ah, I'm gonna die.
Love play.
I'm going to die is what I'm picking.
That's too funny.
Me die.
Me die.
Eunuch.
No.
No.
Absolutely not. No.
When a man is with a woman, most of the time he is thinking about...
That is false.
I hope not. I want to think better of mankind.
Is this art or pornography?
It's art.
Yeah, it's art.
Everything's art, man.
His face is really funny to me still.
Yeah. It's still good.
Most people equate sex with death.
Tiger in space!
Should be a fourth that says only if you're Sam Barlow.
Only if you're Sam Barlow. False. No one thinks that. Whoa, me?
Well, only in person.
Whoa!
Why was there a pause there before he said that?
He was really letting you take it in, I guess.
I mean,
her hand seems smaller than it ought to be.
his hand? Yeah, it does seem a little small.
smaller.
Yeah.
Who did this art?
Yeah, who is this?
Who is this?
I don't recognize
this art, gotta say.
I don't know.
Only in person. Hachi machi. Well, what's the other alternative? Like, watching the painting move like an animated painting? What does that mean?
Watching it through a telescope across the road.
Watching it through the
Watching it through my peep pipe.
The virtual tats. I don't know, pick a random thing, I don't give a shit.
Oh, I was thinking about lots of paintings with boobs in them.
You were still sleeping.
Oh, she's making like beep boop computer noises over there.
Yeah.
Oh, she does an incredible stupid Basic Instinct like cross.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucking dumb. I like that he's wearing a watch already. He just woke up.
Ideally, we should wean her off of all medication.
I'm going to go pee.
All right, you're not gonna miss anything. You know what happens.
This is a boring cutscene.
Yeah, she just does the Basic Instinct leg cross thing.
That's the highlight. Honestly.
Yeah, that's it. When did Basic Instinct come out? Like 1995, 96?
Bring her breakfast up. She's usually awake.
That's a mistake.
What is?
You're keeping her too comfortable and secure.
Basic Instinct.
We need to bring her out to a more active and self-rewarding existence.
92, even earlier than I thought.
Take it you didn't.
I've never watched that movie.
There's a number of things I do now that I didn't do before. Allison hasn't cooked or baked a thing since Jody. Since the accident.
See it?
Your wife is desperately holding on to the past. But by you doing things that you never did before, you're helping her to create an unreal world. A world of illusion, where she doesn't do the things she did before and is actually losing her grip on the past.
Makes sense. Wonder why Dr. Turner never put it that way.
Just trust me, please.
Whose house is this?
I have a lot
Like,
of experience with people in her state.
whenever I see like something that's like a bottle show or a bottle movie, I always wonder like, oh, do they save production costs by like getting permission to use a house that belongs to somebody they know?
No.
Because like, there's always things like this, so it's just like in a shitty McMansion or something. It's just like, oh, it's the director's place, or it's like the director's brother's place.
Yeah.
You know.
Understand that you have a stranger in the house and you want to make a good impression.
The mornings are always the worst. The depression, it's overbearing.
Oh yeah, chat brought this up. Audrey N in the chat brought this up, and I forgot to say it. This is based off a book.
Oh my god.
It's based off a book from like the 80s.
No way.
Yeah.
Flowers in the attic.
Have you noticed before that when she puts her earbuds back in?
Yeah, she fucks up.
She fucks up and she fucking drops them. Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't that sexy?
Giant Bomb made fun of that too. Like, nah, don't do another take of that.
I forgot that she just fucking drops
She just
it.
fucks up. Basic Instinct.
Oh boy.
I've never seen Basic Instinct. How much to get us to do an audiobook? That should be a Patreon
Oh jeez, yeah.
goal. Why is there a crow in this room?
I have to close the damn windows. Is my ghost daughter opening these? Like,
is my wife dead? What am I looking at?
Allison.
It's me, the shame boy. Can I come in?
He will address me by my proper title, Shame Boy.
Allison.
Hey! Hey!
She's down in the kitchen and she wants breakfast.
Blink.
I don't remember this
She
scene.
wants to discuss Jody's breakfast with you.
I think I remember this.
Jody's breakfast? I love Jody's breakfast. Oh yeah, I do remember this. Never mind.
Yep.
I think you better handle this.
Yes.
I love Jody. I'm a huge fan of Jody. Can't stop thinking about Jody. Reese's for breakfast? She can't have Reese's for breakfast. That's candy.
Certainly doing her job, isn't she?
Is she?
By the way, I just want to bring up for the chat, because I saw this, because you just brought up Reese's for breakfast. There's fucking Jolly Rancher cereal now, and it comes in like, I saw it in a bag as big as like a bag of fucking dog food, like a 20-pound bag.
That will make you a shame boy. If you aren't already a shame boy.
And that sounds disgusting to me. Anyways, John Hurt.
John Hurt.
She seems to be having the right effect on Allison, but I'm not sure about the way she's affecting Michael. What about that bit of business under the table? Do you think she did that on purpose?
That business under the table.
You saw that, John? John Hurt, you saw that.
Sees everything.
You saw that?
I must admit, so am I.
Catherine can only relate to men on a sexual level.
I mean, I don't know.
I have no opinion. We don't even really know her that much.
I don't know her well enough, yeah.
Michael has inappropriate feelings for Catherine.
Yes, but also she's egging him on, clearly,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure how appropriate or inappropriate it is. It's hard to... If someone's fucking with you like this...
Yeah.
Does that make it appropriate because they're trying to egg you on?
Yeah.
I mean, but obviously, contextually speaking, yeah, no, inappropriate. So, I don't know. Maybe I have no opinion because it cancels each other out a little bit.
Yeah, it just cancels each other out.
It's a bad question.
Sometimes I wish I could control another person with the
Yeah.
power of my mind.
Who doesn't?
Sure.
It's an obvious question.
Which of the following terms best describes Allison?
Depressed.
Yeah, the wife is depressed.
Prescription drugs are always good as long
No, they're not always good.
Like, this is such a dumb question,
Especially
too.
in the modern era.
Yeah.
That's a bad question now because, like, now opiates are so overprescribed.
Yeah.
So a modern person will be like, no.
Yeah.
Disagree.
I have bowels.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, true.
It's funny.
What's this even? Like, I want to be able to look. I want to be able to look under the hood of this game to see what.
What does that mean?
What saying true to this even does to the game, if anything.
Does that do stuff? It doesn't change the story.
Oh, you know what? Let's look at our profile. Here's our profile. A profile. We're the kind of person who might challenge authority.
Sure, yeah.
Show some signs of physical disorder, improper diet or stress. I mean, I eat a lot of candy. I guess that's a proper diet.
Has bizarre fantasies involving telepathic manipulation. Yeah, right, bizarre. Fuck you. Argumentative. No, yeah, I do. Yeah, fuck you, actually. This is bullshit. I question the judgment of this bullshit, and fuck you. This game is a miracle of life.
You should enjoy the miracles of life.
This
Neil.
game is a miracle of life. That it exists, that we can talk over it, that we can stream it at people. That's
great.
a miracle. That's a fucking miracle. Technology's a miracle.
Look at that painting right there. Never really entertained looking at that one.
Entertained. All right, what's on the laptop? How horny is she this time?
Oh, dear diary. Dear cassette tape.
Dear diary, typing this with one hand again.
I love to watch Allison knit. She sits so still like a statue, but her hands are moving incredibly fast. It's like she's in a trance. Like
Love it.
She's possessed by the ghost of the State Fair knitting champion.
That's it. That's the only thought I had for all of today.
The wisteria's blooming, and the air smells of honey. Whoa! Hello? Did I break this thing? A big fat bumblebee just flew into my head and I dropped the recorder.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's how I react to a bee flying at my head. Whoa. Wiggy, wiggy.
Appears to still be working.
Wiggy, wiggy, beep, 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 buzz, buzz, buzz.
Oh, I think.
Watching some little birds build a nest.
Sorry, I just started thinking of the Buck Bumble theme.
No.
Chirping.
I can. Yep.
One of them has some golden stuff in his beak that he's weaving into the nest.
No, it's my thong.
Looks like hair.
Give me that back.
Now he's flying up to the house. He's going to the window of my bedroom. Oh my gosh! He's taking the hair out of my brush that I left on the windowsill.
He's stealing my pubes.
God damn it.
They're using my hair to help build their home.
What does that mean? Symbolically. Ew.
This file better be something less shitty.
Condoms.
I'll read this one.
Yeah.
Oh boy, maybe Oh, okay, sure. A 35-year-old white female came to the clinic to be treated for depression. She was obsessed with collecting used condoms.
Woo!
Fucking hell. Her fetish was extremely arousing, but it also disgusted her. She realized that what she was doing was not normal, and this made her morose.
You volunteered for this one.
I did. She worked because I just saw condoms. Ha ha ha. She worked as an insurance underwriter at a big agency in Portland. She was a very neat, well-dressed woman. I instantly noticed her beautiful, well-manicured fingers. For several years, she had been gathering to spend prophylactics from areas of prostitution. She never saved condoms for her own sexual encounters, though. She kept the strange. This seems very dangerous.
Yeah.
She kept it in cigar boxes that belonged to her grandfather. What? Oh, man.
I slept better than yesterday, and I awoke feeling my calmer, more poised self. What a day yesterday was. The chemistry with Michael and then Allison looking so much like Colette. I'm still not over it, but now I'm more intrigued than shocked. Colette just never understood. For me to be intimate with someone didn't mean I had to be monogamous, and sleeping with her didn't mean I had to give up men. Her leaving hurt me, though. I enjoyed her as much as anyone. I never wanted to lose her. I always wanted to be friends. I told Allison that watching a nurse take care of my mother after she'd suffered a stroke inspired me to become a nurse myself. Of course, the story isn't true. Telling lies!
Whoa.
But as in the past, it helped establish a bond. The truth is that I became a nurse for no particular reason at all. I just wanted to touch people and get away with it that I can think of. And I got into psychiatry simply because there was a job opening, and there's a lot of damaged people, and people don't believe them when I molest them and stuff. And so, I mean, I could just get away with whatever. It's fucking 1998. I don't know. But that's when it all changed. I turned out to be good at it. Very good. And now that I'm a licensed therapist, the doors are really beginning to open. God, I was sick of following orders from those idiot doctors. The only difference between them and me was that they could afford to go to med school, or they had some sweet, dedicated, naive woman just like me who put them through, like I did for my ex. And every one of them felt threatened because I was smarter than they were, except Turner.
She's a bad person.
She bad.
Oh, good. Time to read some more poetry.
What if the nurse was actually fucked up?
Wow.
Am I blowing your mind? Oh, it's Tantra again.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Is it another chapter?
Oh, maybe.
Nope.
Nope.
No, wait, preparing.
Oh,
no,
wait.
it's different. That's different.
Okay. Sheesh.
Oh my god, I was just surprised. I wasn't bossy, I was just surprised. I didn't realize it was going to be different.
You know what? Maybe I should turn the, how do we do that? I saw it somewhere. You could turn off the transitions somewhere.
Ew.
Oh, it's here, and then you click on the camera.
Yeah, you click on that. Yeah, the camera turns off transitions.
I'm still here, and then boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, that's you. Do it sensuously.
I'm not doing it sensuously.
Sensuously.
It's my stream.
I demand sensuativity.
You ain't getting that from me.
What the fuck? I'm dating you. That's rude.
I didn't mean it like that.
Holy shit. Wow.
I ain't voice acting that.
Oh my god. Well,
preparing for the yoni or linga massage.
I guess it's all over.
Damn. Can't believe this game did it of all things. We got too psychologically profiled.
Extremely profiled.
Take a long, relaxing bath. You and your partner can do this together or separately. Scent the water with a pleasing essential oil.
Oh yeah,
Shut
baby.
Up. Unhurriedly create a quiet, intimate space.
Ooh.
Light the space dimly with candles. Burn incense.
Ooh,
Play soft music and spread pillows about randomly. Undress at a leisurely pace.
Wait, I thought you were already in the bath. You're naked already, right?
Well, you know what? How about you write the book then?
I just...
Missy, okay?
Okay.
At a leisurely pace, begin the process of bonding with your partner. Gently caress one another's skin. Kiss, hug, gaze into one another's eyes. Continue this until both you and your partner feel emotionally and spiritually connected. It's that easy.
You're just bathing in your clothes. I mean, okay.
Take a bath and then, like, then light some candles.
Then undress after you are already super soaked in bath.
Here, you can read this one.
The paradox. Love with excessive heat, more young than old, death kills with too much cold. We die but once, and who loved last did die, but who spoke it, who told it, did lie. Such life is like the light which shines yet, when that light of life has set. I cannot say I've loved, for who can say that he or she was killed yesterday?
By the way, I just love the bad UI for this, where it's like, oh, I want to look further down the page.
No, exit!
I want to flip the page to the next poem.
No, wait, what, huh?
That's so bad. It's like it's such a no-brainer, and they fucked it up.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
TAT will be given.
Whoa.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Catherine told me about you, and I was a little scared at first.
But Catherine told you about me?
Afraid when we first met, but she assured me that it'd be okay.
You seem nice. I like you.
She was right. You know,
Yeah.
I thought I'd hate having her here, and now for the first time in months, I feel hopeful. I can't believe it. Michael tries hard, he really does, but he doesn't understand. I mean, he's Jodi's father, and he's a very good father. But it's different being a mother.
Echoey in this bathroom.
Only a woman could really understand. Even Dr. Turner doesn't.
It's like we're in like a 20-foot square room.
She really does.
Dab.
Bye.
All right.
I'm off to some other room now. Okay, here I go. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's different.
Whoa. But whoa, he's examining.
Hold up. This dude looking at this like dotted cartoon line, sight line, and then he's got like a fucking little
He's examining
magnifying glass.
But as art has shifted to reflecting real life, so have the voyeurs. Gone are the cherubs and gods, but in their place are voyeurs who look more like ourselves. Sam Barlow has not yet grasped the concept of cherubs and gods being voyeurs. He hasn't read enough yet to latch on to that.
That'll be his next
thing.
game.
It'll be the next thing. In Tintoretto's toilet of Bathsheba, for example, two men seemingly old and wise peer around a garden wall at the young woman as she sits naked before her bathing mirror. Her beauty is classic, and alone she would be a simple study of the human form, but with two men watching, she becomes erotica. Her pose becomes suggestive, perhaps even inviting. We wonder what the two men can see, mostly labia, am I right, fellows, and put ourselves in their places. Hey, we wonder if she knows that we are there watching. In later paintings, such as Raoul Lanzen's The Spyglass, there is no question. The lady lifts her leg and lies back as open as her discarded magazine. Am I right? The watching becomes the main force of the sketch itself. The men keep their distance, although she invites them closer. The target exposed, 6 voyeurs, and a vase of erect, serpent-like objects. Take careful, steady, private aim.
Jesus Christ, man.
No, you better believe it. I'm hugging the shame boy right now.
Well, stop it.
I call him the shame lad in this voice. The shame chap.
Is this the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same.
I don't think a book would change. But like,
Yeah,
I mean, it changes the chapter, but I feel like they're not going to write more of this one.
Yeah.
This seems like they're not going to write more.
It's the same. Okay, yep, that's the same. Boop, boop. I don't know if I like the idea of Allison going off the drugs. It scares me. After the accident, the drugs were the only thing that kept Allison from having her fits.
Her fits.
Shut the fuck up. I need to call Turner and ask him what he thinks. Allison did perk up, though, when I mentioned Jodi's breakfast. I guess that's a good thing. Mrs. Randolph crossed and uncrossed her legs at me.
For me!
Dear diary.
For me!
Mrs. Randolph fucking blinked at me. I know she knew I was watching.
For me, she uncrossed her legs for me.
I know she knew I was watching her. I just know it. Turner must have told her that Allie and I haven't had sex since the accident. So why is she doing this to me? It isn't fair. I just don't understand how to do something like that. Can drive a man crazy. Well, a little while ago, I was showing Catherine where we keep all the cleaning stuff. She brushed up against me and her breast touched my arm. It was like getting a shot.
It was like getting a haircut at one of those really sexist places that give you haircuts.
God, I just realized Catherine reminds me of Susanna. At first, I didn't believe that she and Mark were having sex, but when he told me how it happened, I knew he wasn't lying. He had been watching TV in the basement.
Another penthouse story.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. No!
Oh, man.
Another one!
Another one.
He's just writing these out of his own
Fucking
mind.
hell. Susanna came down in her bathrobe. She said she was having trouble sleeping. She sat next to him on the couch. He glanced over and saw that her robe was slightly open.
Wow.
She was naked underneath.
She's just trying to have
Can
sex
you
with
believe
you.
this, guys?
God.
She knew he was looking at her, but that's what she wanted. She spread her legs a little wider to give him a better view. He started kissing her. Then he went down on her. She did the same for him.
Wow.
Damn.
I imagined this scene hundreds of times.
I imagine the scene hundreds of times. I put myself in Mark's place. Susanna with her robe open to show her perfect breasts, her long hair on her naked shoulders, the smell of her and the feel of her mouth and tongue. They started having sex all the time. Susanna was on the pill, so they didn't have to worry about her getting pregnant.
Raw
He told me
dogging.
everything that they did. It drove me insane. Dude,
You got a weird relationship with Mark.
Hey, Mark, guess what, dude? I caught a fish this big. Whoa, really?
And you fucked it?
Sick!
That's
Like-
fucked up that you fucked it, dude. That fish gave you a blowjob? What the fuck?
Yeah, it was one of those singing ones.
Yeah, baby.
Catherine and Susanna, very few women have what they've got. That raw sexuality that pulls guys to them like moths to a flame.
And then they die because the flame is bad for them, man. Whoa, they don't know what's bad for them, and it's the woman's sex.
Unbuttoning her shirt in front of me, standing in the window, uncrossing and crossing her legs, bushing up against me. What is she thinking?
Now that's a Freudian slip, bushing up against me.
Wait, what's this?
Loving in the oven.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Uh-huh. All right.
Yep.
Man, there's like nothing ever in these places.
No, living room is boring.
Well,
yep, warp right to the tap.
Man should be the head of the family.
No!
Balls.
Around her neck, she is wearing a...
I remember this one on the giant bomb one.
Magic
I
amulet.
think it's an I mean, look at that big old bowl of like pomegranate bits. I feel like she's magic.
Yeah.
It does look like a dick, but
It doesn't look like a key for sure, so.
Should children be allowed to plan on drums?
What's wrong with this? Look at the scale
the puppy.
of that puppy. The scale of this child.
Ugh, the outfit of that child.
Should children be allowed to bang on drums? No, it's annoying.
Fucking what? It is annoying, but you can do it occasionally. I don't fucking.
Every once in a while, let a kid bang on drums. I don't fucking care. They're gonna have fun.
There should be a sometimes.
Yeah, there should be sometimes it lets them be expressive.
Yeah.
You can tell by the expression on this little girl's face that she is...
I like this image. This is creepy.
Yeah, this one's cool.
I like this creepy
That thing.
image.
I like the rug.
Yeah,
the carpet here, too.
I've never seen this before. It's got such an interesting flat light source.
This one's
too.
pretty neat.
This is a creepy, interesting drawing. I like it.
She is, I mean, fucking adventurous going in there with that spooky shit.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
People who are cruel to animals
Yeah.
should be severely punished.
Leave animals alone.
A cemetery is a good place to...
Get laid, baby! Woo!
Smoke pot if you're 15.
If you're 15, yeah. Talk to dead people. None of these are ideal.
None of these are ideal. How about mourning loved ones?
I feel like out of all these, I'd rather have a picnic.
Yeah.
Because they're usually pretty in there.
Robes are...
Weird.
They're fucking gay, dude. Those dudes are gay as hell. They're touching their phone side, motherfuckers.
Fashionable.
I think the giant bomb one was like, if you've fallen a well, you should. And it was like a whole bunch of different like pray to Jesus or something.
I'm gonna say fashionable.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fashionable.
Why are the little girl's shoes so small?
Hers doesn't know anything about it.
I still really like this answer. The artist didn't.
I wish there was another option that was just like it's a stylistic choice for the artist, because that's what I would have said.
Because she has tiny feet, dumbass.
She does have tiny feet.
Oh yeah, this picture.
I didn't invite any of these people. This is supposed to be a romantic evening with me and my wife. With these people.
And I love.
Oh, it's such a good fucking.
I love this painting so much.
Who is the figure behind God? Behind the lions? It's probably an angel.
It's an angel, bro.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What are you even listening to?
Yeah, I mean, what was there to listen to back then? Middies? Middies on the internet?
Listening to my favorite renditions of One Winged Angel.
I was just on Hamsterdams.com and I love it.
Address Mr. Overton. We'll call you when we're ready.
I'm waiting for the loop to come up in Zombocom. I've never heard it.
Well, go on, Michael. Michael.
All right.
Everyone has so many bathrobes. I love it. Oh yeah, shirtless mowing scene, baby. Yeah.
Shirtless mowing. Like, you're not even pushing a mower. You're just fucking sitting there and you're shirtless, dude.
Why are there so many weeping willows here? Are weeping willows common in South, what is it, Oregon?
I don't know.
I feel like it's something that's a little more southern.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about weeping willows.
Whew, sitting down takes a lot out of me.
Allison wants you to do that later.
Why?
But I'm at peak sweat right now.
It would be really helpful to me if you could do it later.
What possible difference could it make?
I'll watch you with my boobs out if you do it later, okay? Shut the fuck up and stop it. Sweaty and angry.
Also, I just want to say, not wearing a shirt seems really dumb because it's like if you and that big ass yard he has, if there's any patch that's like more dirt than grass, you're gonna kick up so much shit all over your body. Like, of course you're gonna take a shower anyways, but still.
I just love your sentence. Not wearing a shirt is very dumb. Just by itself, it's a great sentence.
Like, you're gonna kick shit up in that lawnmower and it's gonna get all over you, and that sucks.
It's a riding mower, though.
Yeah, and you can still get hit by shit getting kicked up by riding, especially with the wind.
He's trying to be sexy for her. I mean, the thing is, okay, so, like, this game doesn't, this is my...
Chip never knew cheese-em. Thanks, chat.
Never knew. So, this game attributes a lot of blame to the sexiness of women because you're kind of sort of playing this game from Michael's perspective.
Kind of, sort of. You're meant to empathize with him.
You're meant to empathize with him a little bit. He's a little bit of a shithead, but you're supposed to empathize with his relatable shitheadedness.
You're supposed to feel bad that he's being, like, tortured.
But, I gotta say, he's being a thirst trap here by mowing half naked. He is purposely choosing to be a little more sexy.
We'll read the journal and he'll probably say he did it on purpose.
He's gonna do it on purpose because he wants to get all sweaty and sexy to see if Catherine takes the bait. Yeah. To fuck with her. You know? This is brinksmanship flowing right here.
Oh, is there more nudity in this part? I can't remember. No, I think it's the next time he visits her.
Later, yeah.
Shh, lower your voice. I told Allison that I'd give Jody a sponge bath. In the beginning, it's going to be very important for me and for you to follow through and do the things we say we're going to do. I have to win her complete confidence. You understand that?
Yeah, of course.
After you shower,
your clipboard touched me. I'm horny now.
We don't need anything. I went shopping yesterday.
Which was your clit board.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
I hate that.
I'm sorry.
Anyways.
We're going to town. We're going to talk to some lady that has red hair.
Oh, her hair is so bad.
She shouldn't have hair this red.
Oh, her hair is so bad.
It's like she has like a clown wig on or something. Oh yeah, it's John Hurt's sick porch.
Orange Fresh Cleaners in the chat says, assessment. Who did he take off his shirt for? A, Catherine. B, Suzanne. C, it's hot outside. D, me.
E, the fucking John Hurt guy.
Oh yeah, wearing my billowiest shirt that doesn't fucking fit me.
Oh, I love, like, there's a part here where he, like, ogles this, like, hot lady coming out of therapy, and she extremely doesn't have a bra on, and she's just like, pig, as she leaves.
But I really need to speak with Dr.
Oh, her hair is so bad.
It's made worse by her bright blood orange.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work. If she were wearing like a
thing.
black suit jacket or something.
Oh, this poor lady's definitely dead now.
After this appointment, and he's running late.
It's important that I see him very briefly.
This is an emergency. Is your wife with you?
No.
No, it's a haircut emergency.
Schedule an appointment for you.
Nobody in this room has got a good haircut.
We're all out of fresh, good haircuts. No one's had one for years.
Please have a seat, and when he's through with his session, I'll ask when he can see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm
gonna sit here and let my cuffs stay unbuttoned.
I'm gonna ogle this bitch that comes out next.
Well, I hope this magazine's about porn or something.
I love porn. Can you believe this?
Like,
Awooga! Honk.
What are you looking at?
Boy, a pretty lady. I like that she probably stared at him the whole 10 seconds there.
Yeah. Wow, look, he's in the game again.
It's
that
John
doesn't narrate.
Hurt. They actually interacted John Hurt with the other characters.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Michael. Come on in.
Are you reading that Shame Boy book again? I told you to throw that crap away.
It's bullshit pickup artist stuff.
It's a bunch of malarkey.
Malarkey.
What's wrong, Michael?
I'm sorry. It's
Oh, look how big that lamp is.
There's a big lamp.
It's a bulbous lamp.
That's a lamp meant...
There's a door back there. What the hell?
I don't know.
That's a lamp meant to what?
What's up?
That lamp looks like it was tailor-made to be in a fight scene in a movie. That's perfect head-smashing size.
She was critical of Allison's medication.
We did discuss it. But now that she's there, then I think we stand a good chance of getting Allison off some of the drugs.
Then you agree with her?
You don't?
Oh, she's too sexy to agree with.
But I didn't want to appear critical of her either.
I understand. She is very experienced dealing with people in trauma. How does Allison feel about her?
Oh, much better than I expected.
Well, that's a good thing then.
Wow.
I suppose.
Why are you here?
Is that it?
No, it's not that I don't like her.
Has there been some kind of problem?
Her methods seem unorthodox.
How so?
Well, she's very authoritarian, for one thing. She's virtually bossing me around in my own house.
I love it, too. I didn't say that.
Catherine is used to a lot of responsibility. She was a head nurse at a very young age. She is extremely intelligent, you know.
Although her name is Mrs. Randolph, I get the feeling she no longer has a husband.
Whoa!
Divorced recently.
Licks my lips.
The failure of a partnership should not be a condemnation of the people involved, Michael. Sometimes things are just not meant to be.
Of course. I don't know why I said that.
Is there anything else?
Sometimes things are meant to be super sexy instead.
She seems to be humoring Allison too much.
Humoring her?
Yeah, I guess I expected her to be dealing in reality, but she just seems to be fostering the illusion. I mean, I just think she's going about it all wrong.
Well, she is very experienced at this sort of thing.
Are you? Shut the fuck up.
Dealing with Allison's condition.
God, his hair color is not even close to his eyebrow color.
No.
Nah.
She has an enormous task, you know.
She has enormous tracts of land, you know.
Does he share like the hair dye with his receptionist? Because they're pretty similar colors. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm sure she isn't.
Go to the same salon.
I guess you think it's dumb for me to be so worried.
Yeah.
Of course not.
I think you're dumb.
But you must try not to feel so anxious. We're watching the situation very closely.
Right. Well, thanks for your time.
Oh, he's not wearing socks. Ugh.
Wait, he's not wearing socks?
He wasn't wearing socks.
Hold the phone. Oh, it went to the next movie already. Never mind.
You can't. He wasn't wearing socks, baby.
I mean, if I knew then what I know now, I might have altered my approach somewhat, but given the circumstances, I think my responses to Michael's concerns were...
His hair is less red now.
Yeah. Maybe it was the lighting or the color correction that was making it more red. Maybe that lady's hair isn't as red as we as it looks.
Catherine is very insightful.
I mean,
I have no opinion.
She is, but her methods are awful.
Yeah.
like, I think she's insightful and she's great at manipulating people.
Sure.
Like, I think manipulative people are by nature insightful because they can use that insight to manipulate people.
Sure.
So that's my argument for the agree. What's your opinion for the have no opinion?
It's just no opinion because it's just a thing where I like can't. It's just like you haven't seen. You can't tell if she's actually insightful or if she's just being shitty to these specific people.
That's true.
I don't know.
That's also true. You're the guy with the mouse.
I'll say I agree.
Michael was looking with a lustful eye at the young woman.
Oh my god, yes!
It's hard to say!
Of course
He was! Extreme agree.
What the fuck? Am I blind?
The kind of person who has a short
Am I headless? Of course.
He gets mad pretty quickly.
He gets mad quick for.
I mean, he did the whole "let me talk to your manager" thing.
Yeah, he went 0 to 60 manager on that lady. Yeah.
A term that might describe my own sexuality would be
overpowering.
Oh, I can't handle it. Ugh. I mean, normal. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
Average,
How do
healthy.
you feel in the company of highly intelligent people?
I like it. It's fun. Stimulated.
Stimulated?
Yeah.
Humiliated.
When it comes to abortion.
Pro-choice.
Yep.
Oh, don't click on the TV.
Oh yeah, we cannot click on this TV because Betty Page.
Betty Page is on it.
Like it starts off as like
you could show the beginning.
Yeah, it starts off as like old medical footage, but like right around
and also it's mildly disturbing medical footage.
Oh,
like
yeah, it's like shock therapy shit,
footage,
right? Yeah,
and then it goes into sexy Betty Page, crazy sexy stuff.
Yeah. Now the question is, how do I get back out of the video?
Oh, you just gotta warp to the end, honey. Yeah, we did it. Saved.
Didn't even get like a frame of nude ass Betty Page on our screen.
Nude ass Betty Page.
Can't show that. Oh boy.
Oh no. What is this? Post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and learned helplessness rehabilitation strategies from Megan Johnson and Peter Weissel.
Oof, I don't know.
Oh, this is boring. This is boring.
And it's just gonna be.
It's too boring. No, it's not an interview or anything. It's just dull. When are you running this at GDQ?
That's it. Oh god, yeah. I have a cool skip tech where you bring up the video bar and you just click to the end of the video and then you go to the menu and you make sure the transitions are off and bada bing bada boom.
Bada bing bada boom.
Click the first answer for everything.
Is that lady in there in Turner's office?
Oh, you mean reception area?
Oh yeah.
I don't know about you, but I think this situation isn't good. Not good at all.
I love her.
Could even be dangerous.
She's keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Overton really doesn't need her husband undermining her therapy. That poor woman. Not that I think Mrs. Randolph is the Florence Nightingale of psychiatric care.
It's so echoey in here.
But she is a professional psychotherapist. And Dr. Turner is certainly enthusiastic. Perhaps a little too enthusiastic.
Perhaps a little tender loving care is in order.
Keep an eye on him for me, will you? And maybe you should watch out for our nurse-turned-therapist. She's a bit too clever for her own good, if you ask me.
I'm not a ghost cop.
Man,
and she's not Wile E. Coyote, but sexy. Fuck you.
Her red clothes were just exploding with color.
Oh, you can go.
That's a cool. Yeah, I know. But I was looking at this.
Ooh, that is a cool abstract art there. I like it. Ooh, there's another abstract art.
I see a person, two people airborne kicking, and there's a snowboard right here.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lady one. She's like kind of sassy. She's got a hip out, sort of.
Yeah, and
like,
there's this other dude.
She's got like a thigh high boot on at the bottom.
This dude here's like, wow, it's like a skateboard or a snowboard.
So here I am doing everything I can. That's a TAT.
Yep. This is these are two Evas fighting.
Yeah.
And this is his arm and it's slamming this other one into the ground and it's trying to. Yeah, that's what that one is.
Yeah, and that thing in the background is like a parliament building.
Yeah.
Government building.
That's what that is. Okay, I got this. Justine Carter.
Who the fuck is this lady?
Justine Carter. This attractive 26-year-old married parent of a 5-year-old girl came in requesting a prescriptive medicine for depression. Why did you write attractive here? What does that have to do with anything?
That's not relevant.
States she has periodically suffered from depression since adolescence. Described a childhood with parents battering each other and the children during alcoholic binges. Left home at 16 years of age to live with an aunt in San Francisco. Received a high school equivalency diploma. Attended community college. Blah, blah, blah.
Claims her life would be without meaning if anything happened to my baby. Medical emergencies, so she had a child since birth, blah, blah, chronic severe ear infections, intestinal disorders, breathing irregularities. Husband does not provide emotional support in parenting her daughter.
This seems...
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares about this?
This isn't anybody who matters. Zoloft. I can't believe Zoloft is that old. No show. Martin Burr.
Oh, if I remember correctly, you can skip through these and find a... Oh, maybe not. I thought you could find a file
there's one on the characters, I think elsewhere. Munchausen by proxy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yep.
You don't need to read this.
Munchausen, yep.
You know what it is.
I thought there was a file
If you don't,
for,
just Google it. I think it's in the office that you came from, not here. I think he's got some in his office.
One more check here. But, okay.
I think he might have a...
No, it's just
cabinet.
those two. No, it's not here. Maybe it's the next time
you come back at another time.
Also, it's midnight.
Yeah, it's late.
We should probably stop.
Yeah, it's late. We gotta go to bed. You have work tomorrow.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Maybe we'll stream the rest of this game.
I love it.
It's a lot of us just reading things, though, which isn't the most exciting thing.
But it's about time somebody did an in-depth playthrough.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, there's still some things we're refusing to read, though, because they're just dry.
They're just dry and really boring. But, yeah, thanks for watching. If you donate to me on Patreon, the $1 thing is that you can vote on a poll for what I stream. Next time I stream, there will be a poll available to vote on. Not entirely sure what I'm going to be streaming yet, but I'm hoping, like, Friday or Saturday coming up, unless I have some free time like Wednesday or Thursday night or something. I feel like streaming more. But yeah, that'll be coming up soon. The Super Mario Odyssey Let's Play should be starting up again soon. Hopefully next Saturday, this coming Saturday is when it'll start up again, and that'll be a weekly update thing on Saturdays. Maybe even twice a week, depending on how frequently we can do commentary. Partially because, like, I want to get through that game a little quicker. And there's so much post-game that if we did just one update a week, like, it could go on for a while. But yeah, after Mario Odyssey, we already have an idea for the next Let's Play, and to be honest, no, I'm not going to spoil that. But we're probably going to do another small Let's Play or two before we do anything else big.
An undertaking.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. Also, hopefully within the next week, maybe next weekend, if I can get the schedule straightened out with Ironicus, we'll be starting up our podcast again. So people who donate $10 a month, I believe, will be able to listen to us record that live on a secret backer stream. Otherwise, it'll just be going up like about a week later. But yeah, if you want to donate, it's patreon.com/ChipAndIronicus.
And my Patreon is patreon.com/VoidBurger.
Yeah.
If you care. I also do streams, mostly with this guy over here.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a extenuation of this thing over here.
I am on them pretty frequently.
Yeah, fairly frequently. Thank you, by the way. And also thank you for fan art, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for fan art.
Like, we got 3, I believe, because I wrote them down. Very good fan arts. Thank you, Wegward. Thank you, Fat For All. And thank you, Fat Dragon Quest. 2 fatties giving us great fan arts. Thank you. Yeah, we always appreciate that. It brightens up the streams. And I wrote down when they happen, so hopefully it'll be easier for you to put them into the stream later.
And yeah, I'm glad everyone seemed to enjoy the pre-roll stuff I made. I'm gonna make more of those.
Dude, they were so good. I had not seen them before tonight, and I was like laughing my ass off. They were so great.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make those always like kind of like a 20-minute pre-show thing.
So good, so good.
But yeah, I'm gonna make more of those and maybe kind of put like a theme to them or stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.